Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? I just realized I forgot to put my headband on. Yo, somebody clip this moment. First time I think I've ever started a stream without my headband on. I can't remember the last time I did this. The funny part is I sat down and I was like, something feels off. Something feels off. Yo, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll fix it. We'll fix it, guys. We'll fix it. I don't think I've ever done this. I was literally sitting there. Oh, man. Shoo. Sorry, guys. Clark had to go. We're back, though. Normal stream now. All right. Shoo. I'm glad. I'm back. Thank God. Okay. Sorry about that. It's on straight enough. Anyway. Sorry, guys. Okay. Anyway, so, just realizing that this was a bit for fresh start was pretty funny. I hope you guys caught on to that with the with the whole fresh start or back to square one. Whatever I named the title of the stream. So we are going back to square one on a more serious note. I have decided that I don't think Cinder is where I want to be going into Singapore. With that in mind, I am going to start testing Kasai. I think that Kasai has a very solid win rate against a multitude of a lot of decks in the field. I think that Kasai is a very good mid-range deck, which I feel like I really enjoy playing. I like a good mid-range strategy where we're blocking, we're looking for good value turns. And so we are going to start testing Kasai to see how Kasai feels moving forward over the next couple of weeks looking towards Singapore. Now, with that in mind, if Kasai doesn't feel like it, we can always go back to Syndra. We can always go back to something else I've been testing. But I think I want to try Kasai and see how it feels, what's going on. The one thing I'm going to fair warn you guys with a little bit here, I have never played a warrior. I have never played a warrior. Warrior's never really been my class. I don't own a lot of the cards. I do have to buy a lot of the stuff. I got to buy Grains of Blood Spill. I got to buy Valiant Dynamos. I got to buy Brave Ridge Bracers if this all works out. All very expensive cards, apparently. Blade Flurry, also like a $25 card for some reason. So, yeah, go figure that out. So, yeah, I don't know. Having never played Warrior is very interesting, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens, and we're going to work through it because I have faith that Kasai could be a really, really solid pick for Singapore. So that's where I'm at, and that's what we're working with. So we'll see what we come together with. Stolzer, Ben, Dave, Rose, Martin, Mekado, Michael, Drew, Dallas. What is up, everybody? Guys, thanks for being here and hanging out. We are Kasai Gaming today. Let's take a look at our list here, actually. We are Kasai Gaming today. Is this my young, energetic horse? No. Unfortunately not. Tar Pit Trap hurt you too much? I mean, bro, Tar Pit Trap was rough on Tuesday. I won't lie. Tar Pit Trap was rough. The memes that came from it, though, were pretty good. This is Aaron Shant's 80 card list from Canadian Nationals. This is what Aaron was playing. This is what Aaron was working on. I'm honestly not sure if there should be changes to the list. I honestly, considering I have literally never played a game of Kasai ever, I am kind of interested to see what happens tonight, how tonight feels. I'm going to be taking a lot of time with my plays. I'm going to be very focused. We're going to be very driven on trying to make sure we're making the correct plays with everything. On top of that, I'm going to need your all's help with the sideboarding aspect. I'm gonna need your all's help with the sideboarding aspect of everything that we're doing, because right now this is just his 70 card list. I'm going to be working on my sideboard guide over the next few weeks, but overall, I think the deck looks pretty cool. It looks like a lot of fun. So I'm curious to see how it feels and what we're able to put together as we're looking at the deck. One thing that I really like is that we get to play 3 copies of Nourishing Emptiness. I have Nourishing Emptiness. I've owned a playset of Nourishing Emptiness for a long time now, and I've never been able to play them. Ironically, I opened all 3 copies of Nourishing Emptiness that I own drafting. So I think it's pretty interesting, and I'm pretty excited to kind of talk about it. So this is Draw Sai. Yes, this is Draw Sai. I'd love to seriously play this at events, but I'm Fable poor. So one thing that I will say that's kind of nice is, to Dave's point, we have Eye of Ophidia and we have Riches of Tropoldani in the deck, and I'm playing both. There's both in the list, and luckily I already own both, so that's pretty convenient for me. But yeah, I think that Kasai is in a pretty decent place. We're going to start with Aaron's list, and we're going to see where we can go from there. So that's kind of where we're at and what we're talking about. that is what we got going on. I'm going to be playing in Comp CC tonight, trying to get some games in. For anybody who's not familiar, I keep a testing log of all of my games. I have started a new section in that spreadsheet for all the YouTube members and Twitch subscribers, keeping up with all of my Kasai games that we're going to play. Yo, Raymond, what's up? Yeah, dude, we're playing Kasai. We are pushing Kasai to the limits to see what we can do and how we can make it happen. I am excited to see what Kasai has to offer. She seems pretty cool, so we're hoping to put something pretty good together here tonight. Start off on the right foot. Also, guys, there are there's not a gameplay video tomorrow. There's going to be a short tomorrow that I've like kind of put together that I think is pretty neat. So there's going to be a short tomorrow, but there will not be gameplay tomorrow. There's just been too much going on at work. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Both Fables for sure aren't needed in draw side, but Riches is super broken. My opponent's name is Mariano Rivero, which is like the greatest Yankees closer of all time. I think it's Rivero, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I hope I got that right. I think so. We have to find some cards to cut. I think we can cut Blanches. Blanches don't seem that good. Nourishing Emptiness. I think the pitcher I'm thinking of might be Mariano Rivera. I don't know. No, this is Aaron Chance list. I don't think we want Nourishing Emptiness, do we? Maybe we do want Nourishing Emptiness. I don't know. I'm curious to know what we should cut. Yeah, so it's Rivera. Yeah. So keep Nourishing Emptiness for armor. Okay. That makes sense. So we can cut the Blanches. I think that's a pretty easy pick to cut. Do we want to cut Take It on the Chin, maybe? I don't know. Take It on the Chin seems like kind of mediocre here. We got 5 cards we want to get rid of. All of our blues seem necessary for this. Maybe we cut Gorgtome. Raisin Army seems like absolutely broken. I feel like it's absolutely insane. If you do end up wanting the Kasai Majestics, I'm going to be focusing on mech. Yeah, dude, Bobby, if you want to sell them, bro, I'm probably going to buy them. So I'll hit you up, brother. I'll hit you up, man. I'd stay at 65 for Jarl. You know what? I'm not normally a fan of playing 65 cards, but I'm okay with this. I think we'll also play the Crown of Dominion, and we'll just try it with 65. Kind of scares me a little bit, just playing 65 cards, but... So we can take one card out of our deck and kind of force some cards out of their deck. I think we can pitch one of the shelters and be fine in Arsenal. The other one is an okay play for us to make. Yeah, this should be fine. I think we'll let the run through go out of our deck and we'll just attack a little bit here and get aggressive. Usually Warrior plays everything. Interesting. So you would have just been on all of them here, Raymond? I don't think D-reacts are a bad thing necessarily. Like, I don't think D-reacts are necessarily a bad thing in this matchup. We do have to hit to be able to utilize the Braveforge Bracers. So we're not able to utilize that here, which is fine. There's just going to be a D-react from our opponent. Hits us with a Rubicon Carapace. I mean, if they're going to let this deal 1, I will be activating Grains of Bloodspill to make a Vigor token, which is fine. And then we're going to go trot along then the Shelter. We drew into another Shelter. Jesus. It's a lot of Shelter. Whole lot of Shelter going on. I mean, sure, like cutting cards like Blanche makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Annabelle, what's going on? Target the Dynamos? Oh, target Grains? Okay, interesting. We'll just play the Shelter from Arsenal, I guess. And then we have Unsheathed Spoils of War attack, 1 floating. Hopefully we don't get hit by something good. Yeah, we'll just play the one from Arsenal here. I think this is fine, and then we'll Arsenal the next one. It does technically give us an extra card in hand to like play around the Stalagmite, if that's the route they decide to go. Think this is fine? Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't choose Dynamo. Oh, they can't target Dynamos? Oh, I guess we can just clear them, right? Okay, that makes sense. So we play this. We play Spoils of War. We're going to try and start getting aggressive here pretty early. I had a draft today and drew all blues and all reds and such, and I thought I was tweaking even though I shuffled like crazy. Dude, Fish, that can be very frustrating. I know that feeling very, very well, and it's a very frustrating feeling. It's very frustrating. You and me never going to agree on what you should play? Listen, Annabelle, I understand. And if I didn't hate Assassin, with like, I loathe playing Assassin. And if I didn't loathe playing Assassin, I would, you know, I would play Slippy. Honestly, I like Slippy's in aggro deck. As a Kasai main, I'm curious to know what you will side in against Wizards. Here specifically, I think it's AB2, and then we want to be on Take It on the Chin, right? Is probably what we're looking at. Those are like some of our main sideboard cards. Other than that, it's just all gas, I would assume. It's really funny because Channel Lake Frigid would have been really good right here. I mean, if they're willing to give me 4 copper on this turn cycle, I think I'm willing to just pitch the Shelter to the Hot Streak, right? Or actually, it's probably just better to hedge our bets here. Probably just better to hedge here, I would think. I should have blocked with Dynamos, because I'm a boob. Because I've never played with Valiant Dynamos before. I should have. I should have. Even just in Warrior class, I don't like Kasai over Dory. Is able to pressure on hits and clears Gravy so easy. I think Kasai has a pretty good Gravy matchup as well. I think Kasai has a pretty solid Gravy matchup. So, I mean, I guess we can just take the 2 copper here from the Spoils of War, and then we can just take the extra resource for next turn, and we'll just pass and Arsenal the Shelter. They clearly have something they want to throw at us that's impactful with Dominate, so getting them with the Shelter could be pretty good. I mean, we know they have the Command and Conquer, but... Yo, what's up, Electrum? I love the Gravy matchup as Kasai. Yeah, I think it's pretty favored once you figure out what's going on. I think I need to figure out what's going on personally, but after that, I completely agree with you. Oh, so they're going to pummel the Mangle. They have a Command and Conquer. So they decided that pummeling this was better. I don't think I want to block with Dynamos here, right? So if I block 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, and they have the pummel, I still take damage, which means I'm better off to just block 7 and kind of hope they don't have it, I think. I think we can block with the yellow draw swords, right? Because the stroke is pretty solid. I think that lines up pretty well. Let's see. We have a Vigor token. So we're able to go 1 and keep all... or play the spoils and then have 2 floating. Yeah, I think this is fine. If they pummel us, we might just keep the Shelter here. Or wait, no, they can't pummel us. We know they have a Command and Conquer. It's a red. Never mind. Never mind. Even if they do have the pummel, it doesn't matter. Even if they do have the pummel, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to hit them like this. Ignore me. Everybody can ignore me now. Streamer boy's gone crazy. Crazy! Ah! Kasai is the next front runner for Singapore. Yeah, we're running out of time. So right there, I intentionally did not block with Dynamos that time around. So that was an active decision. Play the draw swords with the blue? I mean, the draw swords with the blue is fine, right? But like... So we're going to make 2 coppers here. We're going to make a Vigor token. And then we're just going to attack. I'm pretty content just arsenaling the Stroke of Foresight. We know that they more than likely just arsenaled Command and Conquer. So I think I'm okay with this. We might try to set up... We probably should have went for the gold that turn, right? The second time I missed Dynamos on purpose. The first time was a mistake. What did they fuse with? I mean, are we just okay letting 2 random cards go to the bottom and us going to 27 here? 3, 6. I mean, yeah, we're not able to cover this up. I think we just have to try and keep 2 cards and hope that they're not red. If we keep a red and a yellow, we're in a good spot. Of course, it's both of our yellows. So if I play the Outland Skirmish and attack, I don't think that's my best option, right? Like, I'm pretty sure we should just lead on Hot Streak here. Like, we could activate Kasai here and try to get the gold rolling. So we know that they have a Winter's Bite and an Autumn's Touch here, which means they probably arsenaled the Winter's Bite to try and get value from us here. So if I attack with the Hot Streak, if I activate Kasai and attack with Hot Streak, we should activate Kasai and attack with Centauri Saber. If they let it hit, if they block with Stalagmite, we play the Stroke of Foresight and we get to like do the whole draw, put something back on top thing. Maybe I'm not supposed to... Let's just do this and see what happens. I'm not sure if this is correct or not. Maybe, well, no, maybe we're supposed to activate Kasai first. Yeah, I want to try and force cards here if I can. Outland into Hot Streak feels fine, but then we can't play any of our stuff, right? Like, we can't do anything if they block with Stalagmite then. I think we're supposed to lead here. And then it's supposed to be Saber for 3. Or for 2, I mean. Saber for 2 into we have a 3 pump, which is fine. I mean, it's not always if he blocks from hand, though, right? There's a lot of non-attack actions in this deck. There's a lot of non-attack actions in that deck. Hey, Drew, what's up, dude? I appreciate that, brother. I don't think we want to break a gold, right? Like, I think we want to save golds. We'll just arsenal the Spoils of War. Oh, that hit? I was not expecting that. Okay. I mean, I guess we won't pay for the Vigor and we'll just arsenal Spoils of War. Seems fine. Making an extra gold seems okay to me here. Like, we're using ability well. I think we definitely want to stock for the Raisin Army. I know that there's 3 in our deck, but I definitely think we want to be loading up on that any chance we get. If we have an opportunity to, I'll probably just block Draw Swords and Blade Flurry and throw the Nourishing Emptiness here. So they either have Pummel now or their hand's like lots of reds. So they have a Pummel in their hand. So they want to get rid of our Grains as the play. I mean, do we just throw everything in front of this? I mean, we could block 9 if we wanted to. Because we don't have a way, like, we'd have to, like, find, like, a pretty... we'd have to keep multiple cards to be able to generate go again here. I mean, it could be a bluff. Like, we know they have a Winter's Bite in Arsenal, so this, like, could be a bluff. We could block 3 on equipment, and then we could block 6 from hand to block 9 total. We're not going to swing this both times. I'm debating if we should just block 12 here. Or just block 9 and pitch something to Saber. I'm gonna block 9 and just pitch to Saber. Like, they're not gonna get the pummel effect here. Or they're not gonna get the mangle effect here, and we discard a Blade Flurry. I think this is fine. I didn't want to block 12 intentionally, because if we block 12, they're not gonna play it. They're gonna save it for next turn, and I don't want to give them that value. I think we're better off to just block with 3 cards and force them to play it, right? Because now we forced it out of their hand, and we kind of get like a little bit of a reset here. I don't think there's blues in our deck. I mean, we can pay with the Outland Skirmish here. Or maybe we want to pay with a Stroke to have something else like that we can like pump at the end of the game, if it matters. There are a multitude of blues in our deck. They are there. They are there. I think I'm just gonna call the bluff here. I think I'm just gonna call the bluff here on the second one. Like back to back. Seems highly unlikely. We just need a hand to like try and like swing back into tempo here, where we can like try to get like going back on offense here. We're just like blocking, playing the patient game here. Yep, blocking with a Plow Under seems fine. As weird as it sounds, I'd honestly be okay if they just like put this to the bottom of the deck. Like, I think we're fine to just like block with the Dynamos here, right? And try to play offense. I think this is fine. Yo, what up, dude? How are you, Damien? You doing all right, brother? It's always hot streak first, so you can swing twice potentially, I think. Okay, so we should just lead on the hot streak. I kind of want to arsenal the Gorg Tome. Hey, what's up, Josh? I would like to arsenal the Gorg Tome, but maybe we're just supposed to lead on it here. Because I'm thinking with the channel in play, if we pitch both of these, we have 2 floating and we draw a card, right? All of our opponents are going to hate me tonight. Or I could play this, have 1 floating. I mean, so I need 2 to swing here, 2 to swing here, and I would need 4 here. So if I drew a yellow, I'd be able to play it all here. Or, I mean, we could activate Kasai this turn. We have a pretty good turn. I don't know, the Gorg Tome makes it interesting. I agree. It's very good, but it's also super high in resources, right? We'd have to draw a blue. And even then, a blue only lets us attack with 1 thing. So I think we're better off just going for the spoils play. And then if Sam says it's best to lead here, I'm pretty inclined to agree with him. Sam's a pretty good player. Spoils feels wasteful. It could be. Why does it feel wasteful? Educate me, Dave. I would like to know. I mean, this works for me because we're just getting value out of this, which is great. So now we're up to 6 copper, which means the first time, like the next time we draw a blood on our hands, which there's 2 left in the deck, we just get to go all in here. When is PT Singapore? We leave July the... Hang on. Let me pull up my thing. We leave July the 15th, so PT Singapore is July 18th through the 20th. I actually feel kind of bad because my mom's birthday is on the 20th, and I'm going to be in Singapore. But my mom said she understands. My mom said she understands. And then we'll just attack with the draw swords here. I should activate bracers, right? Or wait, no. If I activate bracers, I only have one left. I won't be able to. Never mind. So we're just going to have to attack, and then if they let it hit, we'll activate grains again here. When you already have go again, you should lead with Saber. When you don't, lead with Hot Streak. So when you have go again, lead with Saber. When you don't, lead with Hot Streak. Okay? I'm here for that. Is when you don't have innate go again, but you are pitching a yellow or a blue, it's always Hot Streak first, so you can swing twice or deal 2. Especially in fatigue matchups, okay? My opponent on Kasai is, as an opponent, you should always block spoils. Okay. I mean, yeah, I agree. I always try to block spoils when I'm playing against them. Hey, what's up, Jason? 3 weeks, dude. Yeah, we have 3 weeks to figure out how to play Kasai. I'm taking coaching lessons. I have such a hard time deciding what I should block with a lot of times. So, like, right here, it feels like we should just pitch the Outland Skirmish. Do we think they have it? I mean, I'm not saying we should lose this matchup. I'm saying I'm new to it. So, that's what we're going to have to, like, deal with mostly here, Josh, is just the fact that I'm new to it. I mean, I guess I could block 7, and I take less in case they have it. Not only is Kasai seemingly fun, she seems like a good call in the meta. Yeah, dude, exclamation point deck, and you got it, man. Exclamation point deck. Do I just keep the blue here, block Blade Flurry and Blade Runner? I guess it seems okay. I think it's a great growth for you as a player. Let's play some games tomorrow this weekend together so we can try and catch you up fast. Yeah, dude, for sure, man. I'll be around all weekend, Sam. I will definitely hit you up, dude. I think we're definitely blocking here, right? The question is, are we blocking with Glint or are we blocking with Blade Flurry? I hate to block with it, but it feels like we have to, right? There's no guarantee that I get to attack twice, so I guess I'm not going to attack with the Dynamo. Oh, they do have the second pummel? This feels bad. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, the good news is that we only have one more to get through, so that's promising. We've also gotten through, like, a decent amount of their equipment, so I think we're in an okay spot considering I still have most of my equipment. They do get to search up their third Mangle here, which could be pretty bad for us, but I think as long as they don't have a way to dominate this and +2, like, so as long as they don't have, like, a pulse or something here, I think we're okay. Please don't have it. If I ask nicely. I think that's dominate, right? It is dominate. So we're going to block hit and run. I mean, we have to block with the bracers, right? Like, we don't really have a choice. I think pitching eye is pretty solid here. Given that I'm a warrior guy, I was thinking of building Kasai next, but Crown of Dominion and Fable or Yeesh. Yeah, the Fables are crazy. Thankfully, I own all the Fables. The only Fable I don't own is the Command and Conquer Fable, the Marvel Command and Conquer or whatever it is. It's the only one I don't own, so... So should we lead on Hot Streak and see if they give us go again? So, like, what if we were to activate Kasai? We have a good number of cards to go ahead and activate Kasai, and then we could lead on Hot Streak. And see how they block. And then we can throw this second. I think we'll go... The Blade Runner is pretty solid. You know what? I'm pretty comfortable just leaving both of those on top, right? Uh-oh. Yep, you right. Good call. Thank you. My opponent is being super chill. Thank God that they are so cool. Huge shout out to Mariano Rivero, not Rivera, since I got that confused earlier. We'll put Trot along on the bottom and leave Blade Runner on top, I think. Looking just to solidify Go again for next turn is a pretty solid place to be. If they give us Go again, we might just throw the Nourishing Emptiness at them. Or, honestly, we're probably just going to throw Saber no matter what here, right? I mean, okay, I'm fine with this. So they're just going to give us a gold? No, I'm not going to pay for the Vigor. And we make another gold token. They must have a really good hand. And then this is going to be 4 with no on-hit effect. So we are going to clear the Dynamos for this turn, which is kind of nice. Kasai wears a headband. Oh, yo. Kasai does wear a headband. Yo, let's go. Not only are we playing a cool hero, but we are thematic as well, which is a double win. We're all here for being thematic. All right, then blocking with Plow is a good sign for us. Because the fact that they're blocking with Plow means that they're only blocking 2. It's really the best way to kind of view that with Centauri Saber. So that's how I like to think of it. Well, we're not really in a place where we can just say no blocks. They have a Channel Lake Frigid and a Felling of the Crown. So we know we're going to get hit with Felling next turn. I think we have to block in the swing, right? So we block in the swing, take 6 to 9, and then whatever we're left with, we just go ahead and throw the Nourishing Emptiness, which I think is fine. It's not the best thing in the world, but... And then we can pitch Sharpen Senses to throw Nourishing because we don't have an attack, if I'm correct. Yeah, we do not have an attack, which means this is 6 Dominate with an on-hit of Gain and Intellect here. I mean, they're giving us lots of gold, but honestly, I'm not playing, like, we're already at 9. It's very easy for us to die out of nowhere. I mean, I guess there's only one more pummel. There's one more pummel. We've already been hit by all the Command and Conquers, and there's only one Oakenold left. So, like, I guess if we play this, like, moderately well, like, they might be, like, out of, like, Dominate gas here, so to speak. We just have to not be greedy the rest of the game, which I think should be not that hard to do. We just have to make sure that we're blocking Fellings and, like, we're playing, like, to the longer game here, I guess. I'm not 100% sure how we're supposed to do that with Kasai. Nah, dude, Kasai is cool, man. Kasai is cool. You're just being a little bitch, Josh. How about that, huh? How about that, Josh? Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. I do think Kasai is cool, though, because I've never played Kasai. So it's very, very new experience for me. Have they used all 3 Oakenolds? They haven't played all 3. Oh, they blocked with one. Oh, interesting. So they're out of Dominate. Like, we really have to worry about the last pummel and the Felling here. So how is Riches over $300? Because it's a crazy good generic Fable that, like, fits into everything. Like, it just works in with so many heroes right now. It works with every single one of the heroes from the new set. It works really well in Kasai. It works really well in Victor. Like, that's 5 just off the top. I wonder if they're going to block arms and give me the flexors here. I mean, if they want to give me a 5 intellect hand, like, it's just going to make their Felling a little bit worse, so... You called me names, I'm so heartbroken. You should be, Josh. You should be. Felling isn't a problem for Warrior. You can just say full block and pass. Yeah. I just, like, we need to worry about not getting fatigued, right? Like, we do have to win the game, right? Riches in every high C hero. Victor, Prism. Yep, Kasai. There's definitely more. I just don't know what they are. They're going to pitch a card to Flexors here. Yep, it's the obvious choice. They'll throw that Felling at us. That's an Arsenal. We'll put a card on the bottom. Oh, well, that's pretty stacked. And I guess it doesn't really matter that much, right? Because it's just going to be, what, 11? We're going to block 9, take 2, go to 7. Or no, actually, this is just going to be 7, right? So what if we're going to put this to the bottom, I think. We're going to put the draw swords on the bottom. And then what if we were to just block 6, take 1, and then arsenal the draw swords? I think that's a little bit of a better plan here, right? Because they don't have any command and conquers. There is how many plow unders left in their deck? 1 plow under. I mean, a lot of their power cards are gone. I think I feel pretty comfortable just taking 1 here, right? And we can just try to set up on the draw swords turn. You are right, Bucket. This is not Syndra. Topal Donnie is a hell of an island to make all these heroes some gold. Yo, real talk, Liam. Real talk, Liam. I mean, we could block 7, but if we block with Dynamo, I think we risk getting got by Frozen to death and losing one of our best equipment pieces. So I think we're better off to not block with it. We could block with the bracers there. I'd rather just save it in case they have some nonsense that they're going to try and pull on us. Block Trot Along and Glint the Quicksilver. Yep, see? That's exactly why we didn't do that. So they're going to give us a Frostbite. The good news is that this takes their entire turn cycle. So that's kind of cool. They're going to take the bracers here, I would think. That's what I would take. No, they take the chess piece. So we can clear out Nourishing. And then we can attack for 5. Actually, are we supposed to attack with the Hot Streak first to force them into some interesting blocks here? Because if they give us an attack action, this has Go Again, and then we can attack for free, use the Glint, and then we can throw the Nourishing. We did get the other Nourishing out, right? Yeah, I did. I think we're supposed to lead on Hot Streak here, I think is the play. Because it's Hot Streak for 5, which is super interesting. Because if they want to deny us this, they have to make this decision early. I mean, I think we're just going to have to play this to give this Go Again. Hopefully we don't get hit with a Blizzard. That would be pretty bad for us. Okay. 1 Sink Below does not save them. Okay. So we make a gold. We've gotten our effect. And now we're going to come in for 6 Dominate. This is insane. You've got Glint, so I think you want the Centauri here. Okay. The chest matters a lot more than bracers. Okay. Are you just trying to play all the pool party heroes? All right, Aaron's on to me, bro. How long did that take? What are we in? 43 minutes into the stream and somebody called me out on wanting to just play all the pool party heroes. Aaron, that's not very cash money of you, man. I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. We'll definitely pitch an In the Swing here. Or maybe we're supposed to pitch the Unsheathed as a way to have Go Again second cycle. Yeah, we need to have a way to we need a way to have Go Again. So what if we put, I mean, are we just going to put Blood on our hands on the bottom and block 9 here? We already have a Frostbite. Nothing really looks that appealing. This seems fine to me, right? It's about time the Tri-Cities got a Warrior player. Yo, Ben plays Warrior in the Tri-Cities, man. I mean, admittedly, I don't think anybody, really grinds locally like I do. Uh-oh, this could be a problem. Depending on what they hit us with. I guess Terra Sunders are a problem? Oh. Pummel would be bad. Yep. So we just put a Blood on our hands back in the deck, which means we can discard this one, I think. We're not going to have to discard here. That is the last Pummel, so we are in the clear. We should grind and get a lot of glowstone. Replace your torches with glowstone in the ground. Yo, I'm in, dude. I'm in, Cal. That sounds awesome. Hotstreak makes him not want to block, and with Glint, you wanted them to block. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, so if we discard Blood on our hands, I mean, can Blood on our hands be played if we just play the card? No, because we'll get by Frostbite. We also won't have the resources. I'm debating if we should just discard Riches of Tropal Dawning here. I don't think so. I don't think so, right? I mean, yeah, Blood on our hands plus Crack of Gold is insane, right? But like, do I just want to play the draw swords here? Just to try and attack? I could play the hit and run and then attack with Saber. But the problem is that if we play hit and run and they block with Stalagmite, we're not able to get Dynamos back, right? So, I mean, there's a little bit of risk here, I think. Like, we are just leaving chance to get blown out by the Stalagmite here. Our opponent just has to realize it, right? Stalagmite block doesn't blow up Blood on our hands. Well, we had to keep 2 cards, right? Like, we weren't able to play Blood on our hands with only the Blood on our hands in their hand. I mean, we would have drawn a card and then not had Blood on our hands. So it wouldn't have mattered, right? And then I'm pretty sure if we attack, we have to pay 1. Yeah. So we just have to pass. Like, this is one thing I was concerned about. We can definitely lose this game. Like, if there's another Terra Sunder here. Oh, sure. They can't stop a future Blood on our hands turn, which is fine. So we can block Sharpen Senses and Blade Flurry. And we have the blue. I was like, unless they're literally just cheating and playing a 4th pump. I mean, I guess they could be on yellows, but yellow doesn't kill me here, so. If he's using it here, he won't have time for later when you play. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you guys are like thinking about the later Blood on our hands, which is fine. That makes sense. We're going to start by drawing a card. So we can play Unsheathed. I mean, we should just play this here, right? Like, this is huge. Because we get to destroy all 3. And then we get to turn... Like, these are how we win the game from here, right? We're just, like... We're just grinding the rest of the game out from here. So these cost 1 to attack, right? We have to... Your sword attacks. These are warrior tokens. Okay. So we're going to go Unsheathed. And then we're going to go Saber. If they don't have Blizzard, we're going to hit them with the Sellsword, and then we're going to hit them with the Hot Streak. Kasai first, I guess, is a better play. I mean, we're always risking getting hit by the Blizzard here, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, no, I mean, I think using Kasai there is very good. Seeing Aggro Blaze play Warrior was not on my card today. It was not on my bingo card. Johnny, I have to admit, I don't think it was on a lot of people's bingo cards. I actually got this advice from a couple of friends to try a new class that I've like never played before, and a hero that like a lot of people think is in a good spot moving forward. So it was, ooh, interesting. So the Pulse gives me a Frostbite, but I'm still going to get my Dynamos back here, right? So this is fine. We just have to pay to swing the Hot Streak now. So this is still on hit Kasai. So, hey, what's up, Pez? But yeah, Johnny, I don't think this was on anybody's bingo card today. I think this was a surprise to a lot of us today. To a lot of people. We want to arsenal this if we can, just to like bail us out. We need to get to a turn where we can use that. Hey, what's up, Dodge? Yeah, we're trying Kasai tonight. Are there not any LL ninjas other than Syndra and Ira? Fi and Katsu have not hit LL. Zen is the only one that's ever hit LL, I'm pretty sure. Is run through better as a reaction or attacking with the swell sword? Cell sword. Why couldn't it just been cell sword? Like cell sword is so confusing to me. So we're definitely blocking here. And I think we want to block here, right? Because we're getting more value. Because we can play like trot along here. We can attack with the saber. Then we can throw this and then throw the hot streak. So I don't know. I think this is better. Like blocking with the run through is fine here. And then we can arsenal shelter, which protects us from like something pretty terrifying. I'm more surprised you other warrior, to be honest. Wait, what? Wait, who's hard to play? Who's hard to play, Death? When you say hard to play, can you elaborate for me? This time next year, Kano? I don't know about that, John. I don't know about that. I actually played beside the Katsu mirror, ironically. I mean, we haven't drawn a card, so like if we do this, like we just like, I mean, we could at least scare them with this. We can at least scare them with this, right? If we pay here, see how they want to play this out. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing else for us to do. I guess I should have drawn a card first, maybe, off of our gold. We're just going to arsenal this and set up here. This raise an army is less important. This is also their last felling, right? Yeah, so Terra Sunder's their last power cards. You are a Cinder and 5 fanboy? Yes, I am. I think cracking a gold is probably good here, so you can swing all 3. Oh, that would have been really good. I didn't even consider that. So I think we want to put the Outland Skirmish on the bottom, and we're just going to jam all 3 cards in front of this. I think that's the goal here. Also, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out tonight. We're currently sitting at 128 viewers, which is pretty exciting. So I appreciate y'all chilling and hanging out tonight. It means a lot. Appreciate y'all coming out for Warrior. I was like, I've never played Warrior before, so this is an experience, to say the least. He's a combo ninja that wants to play specific cards in specific orders. He had the ability to combo tutor pieces if he hits. I mean, yeah, like it's probably a deck that requires like a little bit of like game knowledge and like, you know, knowing what's in your deck. But I don't know, like maybe I'm a little biased. I guess I wouldn't, like in my head, I don't classify Katsu as like a super hard deck to play. Like it is, and there's some intricate lines, but I don't think it's like crazy hard, right? Like it's fine, I guess. We can block with the Raisin Army here. I mean, I'm surprised they're not just gonna like throw. They would like throw the Fruits of the Forest at me sooner, I would think. This is what I'm playing at the Battle Harden this weekend. Yo, let's go, Babar. You have to know the lines as Katsu as someone like Kano is hard to play or Gravy. Yeah, that's fair. I get that. I get that. Can't wait till you get hit with the Frailty token. Bro, when I played Fang with Flame Dog, bro, with Alex Tyler, we got Frailty tokens all night, and I was like, dude, to hell with Frailty tokens. This is trash, bro. I'm actually here to rep the Jarl lovers. I mean, dude, Jarl's kind of like giving us the business a little bit right now, you know? Jarl's not making it very easy right now. So we get a Frostbite. And then this comes in for 7. Well, we don't have the dynamos to block with, unfortunately, and I really don't want to play the shelter on this. I'd much rather save it for something better. What if we just blocked Raisin Army, Draw Swords, and Blade Runner? And then I guess we can just swing Saber here is fine. There's no go again, but it's like okay. The other option is we block Raisin Army and Draw Swords, and then we play Hit and Run, have one floating, and then attack. So it's not really better. I think we're better off to just let the card come out of our deck, right? I could block 9 and pitch the Draw Swords, I guess. This seems fine. We've seen all 3 Oakenolds, all 3 Felling of the Crown. We've seen 2 Icequakes. We've seen like pretty much all the power cards. All the Pummels are gone. All the Mangles are gone. I mean, I'm sure there are some things left in the deck that like we should be afraid of, like Terra Sunders on that list. I know that they've played one Terra Sunder and they pitched one earlier. But right now, like, we have the shelter to play around whatever they Terra Sunder, so like we should be okay. Maybe I'm crazy, but like this just doesn't ever feel right to me. So we can block the Trot Along. We have the shelter to play around like whatever they do here, but this is fine. We're just gonna use this turn to be able to like attack a bunch and get a bunch of our stuff back here. So it's going to be. Do we want to lead on Kasai here? We can go Outland Skirmish. Some new lists are on Chokeslam. So it's Outland Skirmish. We'll just go ahead and activate this. Like, I think this is fine. And then I'm going to lead on Hot Streak to see how they play this one out. Because we could keep this as resources if they have Blizzard. We'll put this on the bottom and we'll save the blue because it's go again, which is fine. I'm intrigued by this. I mean, I guess we could have cracked a gold there, right? Like all of our Cell Swords are gone, so maybe I'm supposed to crack the gold there, and then we have blue and Blade Runner in hand. That would have been a little bit better, I think. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, oh well. It's like literal first game ever playing this deck, so you guys are just gonna have to sit through some of the bad stuff here. How do we feel about block Trot Along? Take 1, and then we can lead on Draw Swords. There is a lot of blues and yellows left in our deck, so I'm kind of hopeful that we draw like a resource card here. This is going to be free. So since we have the go again, we should lead here, right? There's no reason to crack a gold. We're also playing to that last blood on our hands, which we know is in our deck. Do they have any blizzards left? There is... No, they're probably only on 2 if I had to guess. So I think we're supposed to lead. Actually, I like Dave's idea of using Kasai here, just to try and get value. Just utilizing Kasai. And then we can lead on Saber, since we have the go again here. With Blade Runner. I mean, I guess if we get got by like the last Blizzard, it sucks, but... You would have led with Hot Streak, so you can go for max Sword. Yeah, that's fair. So it's Blade Runner to give this go again. I guess this way I only get to attack with 2 of the cell swords here. Does 2 of these clear my dynamos? You have attacked 2 or more times with weapons this turn, so no. Yeah, leading on Hot Streak makes sense there. I'm missing out on 1 potential attack. Makes sense. Put them in a tough choice. You just attack with the weapon? Wait, why would we not attack with 2 of these, right? Like, we're supposed to attack with 2 of those, right? Like, it just seems correct. Because we have the resources, and if they had the Blizzard, they would have played it already. So, this is for 5. So if we block Dynamos and Shelter, then turn him into Jam. Well, the problem is I'm trying to figure out what our turn looks like to turn him into Jam. I've never actually cast Blood on our hands before. So we just pick all modes, right? And then we could draw a card off the gold, I guess. We could actually just play the draw swords, right? I mean, I think this is fine. The last Shelter really puts us in a good spot. So now on our turn, I think we can lead on the draw swords, right? Like, pitching this is fine. So I think we can just lead here by playing the Riches. Pitching the Riches in the Unsheath here. Like, which is fine. So it's draw swords pitching like this. And then it's going to be Blood on their hands, and we're going to get rid of all 6. It's going to be buff, go again, attack twice, attack twice. I assume we have to manually click each one. And then we have the ability to attack with the weapons. Insane amount of times plus these. This is just game, right? Like, we totally win, right? Like, I think this is just, like, I don't know how they don't die here. And then we can just attack with this again, I guess. Yeah, like, they're just Omega dead here. Like, even if they have a D-React in Arsenal, it doesn't matter, right? Because we never have to, like, do anything. We can just do this the whole time. So it's 6, 9, 12, 15, all go again. And then we also get to be able to play the cell swords here, which is, like, crazy good. All right. So apologies to our opponent, because that took me 30 of our 50 minutes, which is, like crazy. So that's definitely, like, on me there. But I don't know. That was a really grindy, good first game. Like, I know that I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but, like, that was one of those games that, like, just felt good to win. Feels good to be back, like, behind, like, a mid-rangey value-based deck, which I really enjoy. So, all right, we played against Jarl. We went first. We did win. Grindy game all the way. Op gave us early copper, which led to a stacked Blood on her hands for over 20 points in one turn. Raise an army is insane in the long game. Okay. Well, we're undefeated. Let's hang up Kasai. No, I'm just kidding. I am completely kidding. That was a good start, though. Raisin Army was pretty good there, right? Like, we attacked with it a few times. Yo, Kadachi, what's up? I think I'm off Syndra testing for Singapore. I think I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to try and, you know, like, expand my palette a little bit here. And we're going to play some different heroes. I don't know if Arachne Huntsman sleeves exist. It was a really good final turn, right? Do you guys think playing Summit would have helped the Jarl? Ooh, an interesting question. Do we want to go first or second here? I guess second? I don't know. We'll find out how this feels here in just a little bit. This feels like a Balance of Justice matchup. All right, so Blanches are looking good here. So are Nourishings. We probably want to cut Gorg Tome because it doesn't block. Like, do we also want to cut Riches? Raisin Army feels like it's not going to be very good. Shelters feel pretty good. The real hell starts now. I've been told that this is not a bad matchup for Kasai. I don't think Take It on the Chin looks that good here. I could be wrong, but... And then... We can... what's another card we can cut here? I would have swung more with the army when my weapons were dealing less than some turns. I mean, I probably should have, right? We should have tried to get more value out of those, out of the tokens. I agree. All right. Well, if they don't want to chat, I'm just going to tell them that I'm thinking. Then, I don't know. Maybe we just play 63. Maybe we just play 63 and see what happens. I don't think I'm supposed to play AB, right? Like, I think we're just supposed to, like, try and play a value game plan. I think it's supposed to be the plan. They loaded 62, we loaded 63. Yeah, I'm all about this. And then if they have, like, a Wrath, we have Shelter. Yeah, see, this is a great first turn for us. Because it lets us cover this up super well. And then we can try to get him with the Nourishing, right? Hey, what's up, Kevin? Matchup's kind of coin flippy, but not bad. Okay. I mean, Spoils of War into Saber. Into Nourishing Emptiness feels pretty good. I don't feel good not committing a clean 60. I actually agree with you, Josh. I think committing more than 60 is, like, wrong in a lot of cases. But I don't know. Like, feels like maybe we're supposed to here. I mean, we should just activate the Grains, and then we should just throw Nourishing Emptiness, right? Like, I don't think there's any reason to, like, utilize this. Although, technically, if we attack for 2 and they block and it gets go again, which they'll block with a non-attack action, we'll be in a good spot. We could... Nah, let's not get fancy. I think we're trying to do too much here. You can farm Copper in this matchup pretty easily. Why? Is it because it says when it hits? Yeah, so we can just, like, kill their things and do stuff, which is pretty cool. Oh, Soul Shield feels bad? Big Sag. Big Sag. All right, well, I thought we were going to get an insane amount of value right there, but beggars and choosers. Beggars and choosers. So this is 6. This is just 6 Phantasm. I'm kind of thinking we should just block with In the Swing and Draw Swords. Or maybe we're supposed to give Shelter and, like, Braveforge Bracers here, right? Tonight is full of surprises. You are playing a class you never played before, and you said you agreed with me. I mean, listen, Josh, we got to start sometime, right? So if I block with Bracers and the Shelter here, I risk getting blown out by, like, a Wrath or something. But my turn allows me to go Unsheathed into Saber, attacking with the Vigor token, and then we can create another Vigor, and then attack, and then we can play In the Swing to try and get a lot of value. So it's a little greedy. I also can just block with 2 cards to play this safe. I can block in the swing and draw swords here, and then I can play unsheathed and attack for 5. It's probably just a little bit better, right? Plus, this lets us play around the Wrath here with the Shelter. I don't know. Like, I'm also worried that, like, sometimes against this deck, I play a little too defensively. So, like, I need to be more aggressive when I play this matchup. Should we activate Kasai to force them to block? I think the answer to this is just, like, always yes, right? Like, we're only 1 yellow card away from another activation. So, I think this is fine. Because this is the 2-card block to deny us a gold. Okay. I mean, yeah, we just set up another gold here. They're telling us they just do not give a shit about that. Yo, what's up, Jeff? Hey, Chris, dude, I'm definitely out of my element tonight, I'll tell you that. But we are having a good time so far. We beat a Jarl to start the night, which feels pretty good, so. I mean, Dynamos and Shelter from hand seems fine. Then we have potentially a pretty good hand for next turn. Seems fine. Like, we've created this life deficit here. We should just set up while we can, I think. Do I ever want to lead on draw swords in this matchup? It seems kind of like a trap. I think we also just have to kill the Pierce reality, right? Okay. I mean, they're taking an entire turn cycle off to do this, which feels kind of bad, but... Should we keep this in hand or pitch it is the question. Like, we're just going to attack the Arclight. I think we can keep the run through, right? Kasai's highly favored in a Guardian. I agree. I don't know how I feel about keeping the pop. Oh, I guess we're actually not going to get to pitch anything, are we? What? Oh, I mean, I guess they have one floating. They might as well. I think we're just going to lead on this. Yo. It's actually kind of weird, right? I mean, I guess we can attack and then give it go again and then attack them again is fine. We'll just pitch the Nourishing and keep the Blanche in hand, I guess. Yeah, so we're not pitching, which means, like, this is fine, I think. Because we're just trying to get aggressive here. And since we have a Pauper, we're kind of, like, buying a free turn, I hope. I hope. I don't think attacking the Pierce is correct. I think we're supposed to leave it in play since we have the second Pauper. And I feel much more comfortable with this Pauper, right? Why do you think we should kill Pierce here, Cusco? Like, 4 life feels like a pretty good place to be, right? I mean, like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just curious because, like, with a Pauper and a Shelter, I think I feel pretty comfortable just being a little bit of a greed monster here, right? They wanted to pitch a yellow card. So we know that they have a blue Angelic Wrath in hand. They have to have the -1 card to save them here. It's okay to be greedy? Why do you say that, Josh? Like, guys, please keep in mind, every time I ask a question, it is from a genuine question of, like, I want to know why you think that. Because I've never played this matchup and I don't know what's going on. I mean, they've seen our Paupers, so, like, this could be a little weird, but I'm still just going to block like this. I mean, yeah. They can use Halo pretty effectively here. Which sucks for us, but that's fine. I guess we can just take this, right? Like, there's no reason to play the Shelter. I I guess if we really wanted to go crazy, we could have like blocked with bracers and we could have blocked here to like let the shelter play around it. This is also the reason why. I mean, we could have respected it though, right? Like we have all of our equipment in a game where they've not dealt damage to us. Like we could have went for it and it would have been fine, I think. We'll just play the shelter here. Just cover this up and move on to the next turn. Like, are we supposed to activate Kasai here? The question is, am I supposed to draw a card? And I think the answer is yes, right? Off the gold. Because Tropal Donnie keeps one in play, which is fine. And then we get to attack. Giving Prism any amount of soul and tempo is just really bad in my opinion. I mean, yeah, no, that's fair. Like, I get what you're saying. We're going to attack them here. So we're just going to go ahead and hit them with this. That all you got's pretty obnoxious. I think we have to attack them to clear the angel, right? Like, this comes in for 5 or for 4, and we have in the swing. I mean, I guess we'll just let this... Like, I guess we'll just let this happen. Like, you'd have to block with 2 cards here. I mean, you're probably just supposed to let your angel do the lifting here, right? Is what I'm imagining they're going to do. My guy said big fan on the card, guys, and then said, oh, wrong account. Dude, Taylor, what's up, bro? Annabelle, welcome back. Yeah, I don't think we can, like... We would have had to have, like, gotten value on the first one, I think, to really have, like, tried to kill that there. Only having 2 golds is kind of weird. I'm assuming they wanted to pitch a yellow here. Which, like, is fine. I'm going to let this happen. I'm okay with this. I think this is going to be a hand where we're going to block a little bit, and we're just going to try and kill the angel. And then we're also just going to kill the Pierce here is going to be the plan. So I'm going to plan on blocking with Blade Runner and Blood on our hands. There's no go again here, but I'm very skeptical. They're not running Vestige. They're running Rapture. I'm skeptical here. They genuinely just had nothing to do. I mean, like... I just watched them pitch the exact same card with no go again. I just... All right. Our opponent's probably learning like we are. Patience is a virtue. I think just blocking like this is fine. It's that, or we block like this, which is also fine. Should we block with the blood on our hands and leave the Blade Runner in our hand? As weird as that sounds. I mean, if it's Wrath, it's Wrath, right? Like, there's nothing we can do about that. I think we'll just block 6, and then we'll just kill the Pierce and pass here. It's fine. Yeah, no, Prism's a tough matchup. And, like, I feel like I'm kind of, like, treating it with a little bit of, like, my Aurora experience right now is kind of where I'm at. Is, like, I'm trying to, like, play it in that same fashion. Maybe we should do this. Maybe this is a good place to be at. Spoils of War is insane, right? We're going to go bottom top, and we're going to draw this. Yo, I have a video absolutely just cranking them out here. This is actually insane. You can't play it in the same fashion. You need Lightning Greaves. That also makes sense. So we're going to kill the Angel to farm some copper here. Yeah, I mean, me not playing Lightning Greaves did cost me the top 8 at PT, so that's a very valid take. And then we're just going to kill Pierce Reality and set up. Now we're going to clear Dynamos this way. So we just saw why pitching the gold's very important. I guess we can block with one of the Blade Flurries here. Like, our hand is, like, kind of extra medium. Doesn't really do a lot. We can't beat the Wrath there. Wait. Oh, the Dynamos doesn't clear because of Spectra. Never mind. Yep, Spectra. Oops. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is, right? Well, the good news is that they have to have another one-cost Herald to attack us. They're just going to flip and pass. Okay. I mean, we can just draw swords here, right, and try to find something. Ew. We can't even, like, destroy a copper because of the way our hand's set up. So, like, do we just attack them? And then we can play the Blade Flurry? And we'll hope that they block with something? Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but we're going to play it. I mean, yeah, bro, that was tough. We're going to pitch the end of the swing to this, yeah. Like, clearing the Angel and setting that up is fine, I guess. I don't know. We're also just kind of hoping to draw a Pauper. I know there's only 5 in the deck, but we've seen... There's still 2 left we haven't seen. Is this a hand that is all gas and no breaks? Like, if we take 8 here... We have the ability to go Outland Skirmish. We can lead on Sharpened Senses. We can play Outland Skirmish. And then we can even try to draw a card here and set something better up and maybe, like, try to Arsenal the Draw Swords or something. Yeah, I think we got to play offense now. I think we're just at that point in the game where, like, it's turn the corner and play offense time. Ooh, I'm surprised they're getting Rebirth here. I figured they would have gotten Near Edition. They must have it in their hand or something. Yeah, this is fine. It sucks, but it's fine. Okay, so we're down to 9. They're going to have 2 Figments in play. Well, they're going to have a Figment and an Angel. They're going to flip one here. Ravages puts us down to 8. They'll flip Rebirth here. They'll probably try to use Ravages to end the game. So I imagine they're flipping Rebirth. Yep. And if we don't get hit by an ALS here, we're in a decent spot. I mean, they are setting up the loop, but there's nothing we can do about it, right, Josh? Like, it's just, it is what it is, I think. Thought we had a gold for some reason. So maybe we're supposed to overpitch to draw swords? Of course, this doesn't give go again, right? I guess we'll attack them and force them here. I mean, yeah, no, it makes sense that that's why they grabbed it. Oh, we had one floating. We could farm copper here, but I don't think we're supposed to, right? We could have, I mean, I guess we could have pitched Blade Runner to play Draw Swords. Do I want to play this for the buff, specifically? Does it force lethal? If they say no blocks, they take 2 to 11, and then we're going to come in for 2, 5, 7. So no, so we're not forcing lethal here. We could have pitched the Sharpened Senses. I mean, the Sharpened Senses was like go again, though, on everything. We're going to come in with Hot Streak here. We're going to need a good draw. We are going to get to clear Dynamos this time around. And the swing pushes us up to 6. I don't think we're supposed to create another Vigor. I think we're just supposed to Arsenal the Blade Runner and pass here. We did not get lucky with a Popper. If we can block like this and we can play Blood on our hands... Wait, does this work with the Unsheathed? We don't have a gold. I should have activated Kasai last turn. I've got to start remembering that because a gold changes everything here. Are we supposed to keep the blue and this maybe? Yeah, unfortunately we need a gold. Like, we would be in a much better spot if we had blocked with the gold. Sharpened Senses and Blood on our hands works. I mean, this turn's still fine, right? Because it's like, oh, it's greater than twice their base, so they have to get to 5. But it doesn't work though, right? Yeah, like we can... Maybe we're better off to keep Unsheathed and the Provoke, because if we go Blood on our hands, we can go +1/+1. Go again, attack twice, go again. And then it's going to be... And the blue, which means we attack, attack, and attack. I just don't see a way that that works. Like, if we were to block these... I mean, we're probably going to have to block with another set of cards here, so it may not matter, but... If I block 6, play Blood on our hands, it's +1/+1, attack twice, go again, go again. And so then we would pitch to attack, we would pitch to attack, and then we would pitch to attack. Because we would be able to do them all, right? Block Blood plus Sharpen, then probably block next Herald. I mean, I guess because we have a Vigor token, we could technically go Unsheathe and attack this in hand, and then play this and attack, and then attack, and try to like push lethal that way. This works pretty well, right? Like, this is pretty good, if I'm understanding this correctly. So we get to block like this, and then it's +1 on each of them for 2 modes. Go again, attack twice, and go again. And then we have this, so it works out pretty well, I think. I mean, we may just have to block anyway. I could block Blood on our hands in both pieces of equipment, and then I could attack, play the run through and then attack. I mean, I guess technically I could keep the blood on our hands. We could just take 5 and go to 3 and play our hand, right? Like, if we just, like, block with Dynamos here, we take 4 down to 4, and then we just get to play out our turn, right? Yeah, I think we're just going to have to go for it. Are you talking about Colin at the AGE, Dallas? Because I really like his build a lot. I was watching his game from a few weeks ago. Why not Tunic encourage a blade hold as chess pieces like Colin plays? I mean, yeah, I was watching his game at one of his games against Syndra the other night, and it seems really, really good to play the courage as like an emergency gold. I don't think we need to draw a copper. Like, we can just play this out, right? It's fine. We actually, because of our resources, we get to do it all here, right? Like, blood on our hands is +1/+1, attack twice, go again, go again. We're going to hope they don't have here, so we're going to go buff, buff, right? And then it's going to be go again on one, go again on the other, and attack twice. Playing a build that's a little more inspired by him. So we're going to give each one of them go again. We're going to give each one of them go again, and this one attacks twice. And so then we're going to attack for 3. The Spectral Shield gets them here. So if I play this, I get +2 on something. We should wait and do it on the last one, right? Hey, what's up, Sean? How are you, buddy? And then we get to attack them here for 3 go again. I mean, this just eats 1 card. We're going to play Blade Runner. And then this is going to come in for 5. Or I'm sorry, for 6. And we're either going to get their Angel, we're going to clear Dynamos, and we're going to get their Angel, or we're going to get, like, every card out of their hand here. They take 2 down to 3. I should have activated Kasai this turn. Jesus Christ, I've got to remember to do that. Oh, holy cow. I mean, this is just insane, right? I mean, Reprimand kills us, which I should probably play around, but Reprimand doesn't kill us. We technically go to 1. Problem is I have no way to generate go again now. Can I clear all of the attacks? There is 2 Blanches. Am I seeing that correctly? Yeah, it sure looks like I am. I mean, we could try to get them with the Blade Flurry, but I think that 6 Dominate, like, gets their chess piece. I mean, maybe I'm just supposed to attack with Hot Streak and then play the Blade Flurry. I don't know. Yeah, no, please, DM me any advice you guys have. I think it was correct to attack twice on Hot Streak instead of go again, because if they block it all, then you get the extra attack, and they kind of had to at their life total. But at 5 with the Angel still in play, they didn't have to, right? Like, it would have been okay for them not to block there, I think. Like, am I crazy? Like, they would have been fine to not block, right? It's, like, kind of my thought process. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong here, Cusco, but, like, it seems like they could have just taken it, right? And sorry, guys. I know I'm not reading chat as much as I normally do. I am, like, uber hyper-focused on what I'm doing tonight to make sure we're getting as much value as we can. They need an Arclight to get them back into this game, so we need to be careful. Think we can just block 7? We know it's not the Wrath. They had that card last turn. They would have played it. And then we're just going to lead on the Saber here. We might as well just keep going. Let's clear out our attacks here. We get blown out by Arclight. I did not think about that. That was stupid. That was why I didn't do that. That was really stupid. God, I knew better than to do that. That was stupid. Oh, I literally said it and then I did it on the turn. Oh, man. All right. We'll add that to the stupid things I've done tonight. God knows there's been multiple of them tonight, but that's okay. That's why we play these games. We figure out what to do now so that we know what to do in Singapore. They can't flip for free, which is nice. We can get rid of the run through here. We'll just block 4. Thank God we're at 4 and not like at 1. That would be bad. I mean, I guess they can flip. God, they can throw something else at us. God, I've thrown this freaking game away. Oh my God, I've thrown this fucking game away. Why did... Oh, they didn't attack. They didn't flip and attack. Interesting. Oh, boy. And now because this is for 7, we're in an even worse spot. Like, do we have to take 1 at this point and go to 2? And then try to kill them? Like, if we can take every card out of their hand, we're okay, right? We can take 1, go to 2, give them a second angel. They can't flip. Who is the GOAT on YouTube? Not your favorite? Like, probably the greatest of all time on YouTube has to be Mr. Beast, right? Like, if we're just talking about from, like, raw data, it has to be Mr. Beast, right? I think we have to keep going in, and we just have to force their hand here. I've done everything I can to throw this game away tonight, Jesus. Yeah, keep Blade Runner in the blue. We will not be activating Kasai this time. Man. Shoo! Mr. Beast is definitely in that combo. Who would you pick, dude? Who would you pick? Wait, why are we saying Mr. Beast like it's a bad thing? Total Biscuit, YouTube GOAT for real, for real? I don't even know who that is. Mr. Beast is not a good guy? Is Mr. Beast a bad person? Like, genuine question here, guys. Like, is Mr. Beast like a bad person? Like, obviously, there's a lot of people that know something in the chat that I don't know, so I'm really curious to know what it is. I also don't know who Total Biscuit is. Yo, Liam just hit us with a big hydrate. And then this is going to be for 6. So we're going to take every card here. We don't end the game, but we do take every card. This bought us an entire turn cycle, though. I don't even want to play this up front. Because if they play, well, if they play ALS, right? Like, we're just in a weird spot. Like, if we play this and then they play ALS, what happens? If they play ALS from Arsenal and keep 2 cards in hand and it's another Erudition, we lose the game, right? Have they played all 3 ALS? I don't think so. No, they have one more. 1 Arclight. Yeah, I don't see the 3rd one. Yeah, there's one more. I think we have to pass over it here because of that. Like, I mean, we can just Arsenal this, right? And the Overpower might just win us the game. Are we supposed to lead on this? I know we have the Glint, but... No, we're gonna... We have to go again here. We're just gonna lead here. He endorses AI heavily. I mean, we should 100% give go again. And then we can also try to go for the kill here, right? And the fact that we've drawn a card means that this is free now. And you have to flip an angel here to stay alive or have a defense reaction. This would be for 2. So if I break the combat chain and play Outland Skirmish, I'm forcing both your cards again here. I mean, if they have a no block, they are just dead. I did everything I did to lose that game. Oh, man. I did everything I did to try and lose that game. Guys, we're not going to argue in the comments about Mr. Beast. Like, he's a famous YouTuber. I mean, he's got a show on Amazon. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Like, I'm just talking about, like, from the, like, perspective of, like, raw stats. I think he has to be greatest of all time, like, YouTubers. I was 23 out of the 34 minutes? Yeah, I mean, Drew, that's all night, baby. All night, dude. All night. Call the judge on this guy? Oh. Harms the environment has been proven to atrophy brain muscles? Oh, I did not know that about AI. Also, Liam with a big hydrate. Let's go. Big hydrate for Liam. PewDiePie also going to be in that combo? Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Yeah. In terms of raw stats, he's up there. Yeah, I mean, like, just makes sense. Like, if we're talking about people I like the most, yo, like, y'all are gonna, like, lose your minds when I say this. Or you guys have probably already heard me say this. My favorite YouTuber of all time is probably just Ninja. I love Ninja, dude. I mean, there's nothing that would give that away about me, is there, Chad? Prism, we went second against Prism. We did get the win. I tried to punt the game by not activating Kasai all game, and then finally did and got hit by ALS. Really need to work on that matchup. Okay, well, it's definitely not the prettiest games we played so far, but we are 2-0. We are 2-0, so I mean, you know, there's that, right? Definitely more of a Twitch streamer. I mean, sure. Ninja is a hot take. I mean, dude, I love Ninja, man. I always have, dude. Kasai has a lot of decision points. I agree, Dave. Tobuscus evolved into a really, really good guy. So I don't know anything about most YouTubers personally, but I can tell you that Tobuscus has some of the funniest songs I've ever heard in my life. I love Tobuscus. The Sideburn song takes me out every time I hear it. I mean, every time I hear it, bro. At least you didn't say Asmon Gold. We would have had to have a talk otherwise. I don't even know who that is. Mark Plyer and Jack Spadici are my personal goats. I don't even know who that is. You're unfollowing because I like Ninja? Bro, I love Ninja. We have not ran into any tar pits tonight. We have not ran into any tar pit traps tonight. Thank God. Bang gang! Dude, let's go. I'm finally playing Warrior. I feel like I probably have a whole different audience tonight. Tobuscus? Is that a smiley face Electrum? I can't tell what that is in the chat. Is that a smiley face that you sent? Or is that a cringing face? I can't tell. I can't tell which one that is. I mean, I don't know. Is Tobuscus cool? Like, is he a good guy? I don't know. Literally uses a dead rat as alarm clock. Don't go down that rabbit hole. I won't. Oh, it's a grimace? Yo, are most YouTubers bad people? Tobuscus is legitimately a bad guy? Yo, actually? Oh. I didn't know that. I don't follow, what's his name anymore? I can't remember his name. I unfollowed him on YouTube. Not that he gives a shit, but I unfollowed him on YouTube after the whole, like, sexual allegation things came out. I can't, Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect was somebody that I watched for a long time. And then when the whole, like, you know, like, underage, like, you know, like, sexual like conversations and like things like that on Twitch came out, I was like, nah, fam. Nope. I try to stay away from that kind of stuff. You just hear about the worst ones a lot because they're so awful. There's a lot of good ones. I mean, that makes me feel better, right? Because I would like to think that I'm a good person. I'm definitely not like, you know, ninja level famous, but I would like to think I'm a good person. Messaging a minor while he was married, that's what it is? Yeah, the second half of that statement is super accurate. Yeah, no, fuck that guy. 1,000%, bro. 1,000%. Multiple sexual allegations, racist, and just genuinely a terrible person. I don't know who you're referencing, Kuska. There's a lot of people in the chat, but if that's anybody, if that's Tobuscus, I'm just gonna go unfollow this guy. A good person would play Acilio at Singapore. I'm expanding here, Dave. What do you want from me? Get out of here, dude. Oh, man. Talking about Tobuscus? All right, well, we're unfollowing that guy. We're unfollowing that guy. For legal reasons, I'm joking. LOL, Camo. All right, we are going to take a small break. I got to use the bathroom. I got another big hydrate I got to do, so I'm going to fill up my water. I'm going to use the bathroom. When we come back in 2 minutes, we got more Kasai coming at you. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Oh my God, we're going crazy tonight. This is as close as I'm ever going to get to going Super Saiyan right now. So I just need you all to know how, like, back-to-back Command & Conquer Pummel turns in back-to-back games! And you know what? Just like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not fucking leaving! That's right! This is the kind of content we're looking for right here. The fab tutorials that blow your mind. Blow your mind. The recipe is literally just vodka and Sprite and some Mio. You know, it's the water flavoring things. You know, like the little like squirt. You like squirt the little water in. You squirt the little juice in the water, and then it's like, oh, num. This is so good. That's what it is. That's the secret sauce. I just crammed them all in my mouth. My God, this hand is dog water. Absolute dog water. I lied. You definitely did. It's your friends that you trust the most that hurt you. Can't even get my words out without laughing. Fuck. Dude, Call of Duty? Bro, look, dude, I'm good. I'm not even that drunk, Diablo. Dude. Ugh. Make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart, you know what I'm saying? Am I like, you know, who's your daddy when I walk into a room? No, absolutely not. Oh yeah. The more tired I get, the more the accent shines. The accent shines. I deserve 5 for the joke and pour 1 out for my future kid's college chances. Hope he's good at football. Okay, short break and we're back. I think Martin sent a message and it says, okay, reset. Crappy people are crap. Let's focus on Fab. Yes, 100%. Why are we on Kasai now? Hob, we are on Kasai because I think she's a good pick for Singapore. And I'm interested in trying to jam games and get some reps in. I guess we want to go second against this deck. Is this a Kabuto matchup? I don't think so, right? I don't know. Let's see what we should sideboard first. Take it on the chin. Well, we're cutting Blanche. Like, cutting Blanche seems like an easy cut, right? The Beach Kasai hero card, don't lie to us. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I buy Kasai cards, I will own all 3 of the, Beach Party heroes, which is pretty cool. Nourishing seems pretty good later in the game. I mean, maybe we just play 68 cards, right? Like, is Take It on the Chin any good? I don't know. Like, I'm kind of struggling with, like, what we should cut here. Like, Take It on the Chin seems fine. I think we're just going to play that, and then we'll play Crown of Dominion. I don't know what's correct. I genuinely don't know if we should be on Crown of Dominion or the other, or like on the other headpiece. But yeah, I think that Kasai is a good pick for Singapore, and so I'm going to start testing it. I like discarding the Shelter because it means they can't flick, they can't do anything to like mark us unless they have like a dagger buff in their hand. And if they have a dagger buff in their hand, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what else to say about it. Probably blocking with Glint of Quicksilver here, if I had to guess. Looks like the best thing that we could block with. If we had to block with something else. Unsheathed Outland Skirmish on the Saber. And then we can try to, like, Arsenal this. Or maybe we should try to Arsenal the... No, actually, you know what? We're just diving in. Like, fuck this noise. There's no reason to think about this. We're just diving in here. I have changed decks quite a bit lately, over the last little bit, just mostly trying to improve myself, and work on, like, things that I can try to do to make my game better, is the idea here. We're going to activate Braveforge Bracers, pitching this, and then we'll come in for 3. And if this connects, unlikely... But if it connects, we're just going to activate Grains and pass. So we're trying to set ourselves up for a good turn. Any spicy takes for the BNR? Honestly, I have no spicy takes for the BNR. Like, I don't have any takes for the BNR. I don't think they should ban anything. I think the game is super open. I had this conversation the other night with somebody. I think the meta from a, like, casual perspective is so open. It's the perfect game to be playing right now. But from a competitive perspective, it's almost a little annoying how open the game is right now because you don't want the meta to be that open. So, I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't think they're going to ban anything personally. All right, we got another big hydrate for Liam here. We got some channel points going. Maybe some Blitz LL changes before skirmish. I could see that. All right, big hydrate for Liam here. They need to ban Pummel in Project Blue? That's interesting. Spicy take for BNRs, they're going to make a Fable rule 1 per deck? Yo, that would be crazy, Jason. That would be really cool. I don't think they'll touch anything. If something, probably something that will go hard with... Oh, like, so prepping for Guardian Mastery? I could see that. I could actually see that. Huh. Oh. I mean, we could just block 12 and pass, right? We should definitely block Dynamos and provoke. I think this is fine. It is indeed a big number. Hashtag unban cash in. That's a spicy take. That's a spicy take. Open meta just means I can jam something I know and not be worried I'm losing a ton of percentage points. That's also fair, Red. Ban Pummel in Project Blue, despite Fi being incredibly strong in the format. I mean, yeah, I don't know a lot about the format, but I don't see them banning that. That would surprise me a little bit. We're going to lead on Draw Swords and see what we rip into. I mean, yeah, like, this is really good. We just get the ability to set up. If this was our second yellow, I would activate Kasai here, but I don't have a reason to. I can't decide how I feel like if this matchup would be good or not. What do you guys think? Like, is this a good matchup? Yeah, we might as well, right? Like, we're already coming in for 4. We might as well just go ahead and activate that to gain a resource. Let's see. Testing stream, or let's see. Testing by hero. We are playing against Mario. We did have the ability to go second, and hopefully we'll be able to put another win on the column here. Hopefully. Wait. Cash-in being... Oh, so like a Rada cash-in to be a legendary? Or like make it restricted? That would be kind of interesting, actually. I would be down for something like that. That could be fun. Something tells me we're just going to be blocking with Trot Along and In the Swing. And we're going to look to use the gold to draw a card off Nourishing with the Vigor and then throw the Nourishing Emptiness. Or I'm sorry, off the Eye. We could just block... So if I block 3, 6, 8, I'm playing around... Just a Nick is 7. I mean, maybe we just say no blocks here, right? Probably better to just say no blocks here. Take Up the Mantle would do nothing, actually. Stains of the red back. So if I'd block 7, we... Okay. So Take Up the Mantle's literally just +3. Like, they get nothing from this. So we take 8, go to 21. We're going to banish the Trot Along here. Which is fine. Give me Rainbow of Cash-In. Yo, that would be crazy. Yeah, that's true. With Gravy Bones in the format, to Dave's point, that thing's gone forever. Normally, yes, Warrior's good into Assassin. I just want them to release non-foil Fables so anyone can afford them. I mean, if non-foil Fables were $100, it would give somebody the opportunity to bling their deck out if they wanted to, and then it would also give people the opportunity to, like, you know, like, I would enjoy buying, you know, foils of it, but like also non-foils would be really cool, right? You're making the card like way more affordable. I like that idea a lot. Who suggested that? That was Dave? That's a great idea. I mean, let's just go ahead and block within the swing. Like, we might as well. We want to save life anywhere we can. Kind of weird playing Warrior. We're like kind of like slightly favored into like all the matchups I hate normally. I think we'll just take this. I'd rather save the Dynamo block for something else. Hey, what's up, Wally? We're 2-0 right now. I have been using the majority of the clock in every single game I've played so far, so I feel kind of bad. I think yellow Blade Runner in Arsenal's fine, right? And then we're forcing them to give up multiple pieces of equipment if they want to stop this. I'm really enjoying Kasai so far. Aggro Hot Streak Blazing. We should have just named that the stream, bro. Donald, what's up, brother? Ban cash in from Gravy, but unban it for the rest of the format? I doubt that. So a D-React here? Yep. That's unfortunate. I was hoping we would get the Tunic, too. Big Sag. That's okay. We have a Blade Runner set up for next turn, which means like we can block 3 cards and still play a pretty good hand here. Wait till you face Riptide again. Is Riptide a bad matchup? Oh man, everything triggers what they're doing? Ew. Like everything we do triggers what they're doing. If we've played a reaction, go again. Bigger power, like greater power than a space. Jesus, that sounds terrible. That actually just sounds horrible. Why would anyone want to ever play that matchup? Got my Blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero, mac and cheese, and I'm hyped to watch. Dude, Wally, I'm glad you're here with us, man. I've not had Blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero. Blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero, but that sounds gas, bro. Using Kasai Banish to make the effect on Nourishing repeatable in a single game is great. Oh, it's insane. It's actually crazy. We need another yellow over there. The fact that we haven't drawn that many of them is kind of surprising. Maybe I've done a poor job of blocking with them. Riptide loves warriors, so silly. Stay the hell away from me tonight. No, I'm just kidding, dude. That tar pit trap, man. I pulled up that picture of the tar pit trap you sent me and just laughed multiple times thinking about how funny I think it was. I mean, I assume it's going to be this. Like, we're just going to play the take it on the chin. Maybe I'm supposed to block with Dynamo there. I'm thinking I should save it for something, but we have a lot of equipment. I should start trying to be more aggressive and use my equipment. Yeah, that's fine. However you want to do this opponent is fine. Like, if we had the chance to go all the way back, I'm probably blocking with Dynamos this time just because it's correct. I have a fun time party pooper Riptide deck I bring to my local sometimes. I'll use you the list, dude. I'm here for it. Let me know, man. I'm all over the flavored Dr. Pepper Zeros right now. They have a cherry and a cream soda one I fused together. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. I have a CNC they're getting back. Now they're getting back looking for a scrap. Unfortunately, I can't make all of my cards work. I don't even have a gold, do I? No, I only have one copper. So I guess we can block Dynamos and Stroke of Foresight. The other option is I block Dynamos, take 4, and then I'm going to play Spoils of War. I think I'd rather force them to block multiple things, right? Like, I think playing the Spoils is fine here, and we can just get the value we want. I mean, maybe I'm just supposed to go attack with Saber and then play the Blade Runner here. And then we can Arsenal the Spoils and try to, like, set up for next turn could be fine. I think I'd like to play... Play this, if we can. I don't know. She just keeps stroking till I foresight? Yo, Drew. Drew's about to get us banned, bro. What's happening right now? Oh, Drew, you crack me up, bro. All right, so they do that, and then we're gonna come in for 1. Hopefully, we're gonna get hopefully we're gonna get some copper from this. We don't need all 6 to make blood on our hands work. We really only need like 4, is what it kind of feels like. We can also, like, if we ever find like a good like 4 or 5 card hand, I think we can make blood on our hands work with like 3 copper if we have like a couple blues and a go again card. I think it works. Yep, I'll take a look at it before we end the stream, Silly, for sure. Okay, so we're going to get value out of the spoils so that we're at 3 copper now. We're not going to be able to activate grains. We are going to clear the Dynamo. Here's all of our yellows. Okay. The next time you hit a marked hero with a dagger this turn, you may draw a card. So this is going to turn into 6 or maybe 9. I mean, if they have a buff, they could mark us and then pump this up, right? Because they're clearly going to flick. So what if I block Stroke of Foresight, Run Through, Bracers, and Dynamos to block 9? And then we can keep these in our hand. And from there, we can go Outlast Skirmish into the Hot Streak. I think I like this play quite a bit. I think this is a pretty solid use of our equipment here. Just blocking over the top by 9. I mean, if it's Toxin, we get absolutely just rickrolled here, right? They'll either take your hand or save or react. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, if it's Toxin, like, we can never beat this. We played around this as much as we could, and there's just absolutely nothing to do. Oh, this doesn't have Go Again, though. Oh, Stains? Oh, so they actually just had it all. So it did not matter. So, like, they literally just had it all. Oh, I guess we're marked. That was going to get Go Again when it hit us, right? Yeah, I mean, we're just going to try and, like, play out our hands is all we can do, I think. I really don't want to take 3. I mean, maybe this is a good opportunity to just block here, right? We can just block with Grains. And then we can go Outland Skirmish into Hot Streak. We're down quite a bit, which is scary, but I think we're okay. The one thing I'm kind of noticing is there's not enough reacts in this deck. Like, I wish there was more defense reactions in this deck. There's only 3, and I kind of wish we had Sink Belows as well. 0 for 6 is balanced. I mean, it's a very, like, conditional 0 for 6. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Hey, who all's playing a UK Nats this weekend that's hanging out in the chat? Anybody playing in UK Nats this weekend that's hanging out? Was I supposed to activate gold there? Activate. I'm asking if they care if we start over because I'm supposed to activate Kasai at the start of this turn because I want to try and obtain Go Again. But if they're not okay with it, that's fine. I'm just asking like what they would if what they want to do here. Hey, let's go, Insecurity, dude. Let's go. Let's baller, dude. My Nats is the 5th of July. Yo, your Nats is like still another week away. They just said okay. I'm going to assume that means they're okay with this. If not, I'm very, very confused. So we're going to get the Nourishing, and this doesn't really matter. We're going to get our only 2 yellows, Outland Skirmish, and then we'll come in like this. Like, if they have 2 non-attacks, it's fine. Which they probably could have. They could very well have 2 reactions. But I think we just have to do this. Me at UK Nats. Okay, let's go, Stefano. Bringing Syndra. Hopefully it'll go well, but I've only drafted twice. Ooh, only drafting twice would scare me. I won't lie, that would scare me quite a bit. If I had drawn a card, I would love to be able to give this Go Again and do the thing here. But we just can't, unfortunately. They're just going to get the value there. Like, the problem with a blue, like with a yellow, is that like we just don't get to use our whole turn cycle very often, and it feels really awkward. I mean, we have to block 6 here. Like, we can just block Draw Swords and end the swing, I think. Or are we supposed to block Hit and Run and in the swing? I want to get yellows in the graveyard because we need to get Kasai online. But I am leaving myself in a little bit of an awkward spot where if they do block the hot streak, then like we don't have like real ability to use our Go Again here, which feels bad, but I think almost 30% of our Nats participants have not drafted this set yet. That's insane. I can't imagine going to Nats not having drafted at all. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why that is, Silly. Why do you think that is? My brother is. I lost out by a few slots on Elo. Yo, Dave, tell your brother good luck, man. Lumina Ascension is crazy, Drew. I can't believe I just now saw that, but yeah, it's crazy. Drew makes Lumina Ascension a 0 for 10 on a bad day. That sounds like something Drew would do. Drew's a baller like that, dude. Drew's like Gator. He don't play no shit. If I can block 6 and keep the Nourishing here, I will. Then being able to get back that dagger is really good. It's so good. Being able to get the Hunter's Clave back here is so powerful. I think we're going to keep Raisin Army in the deck in case we ever do start generating a lot of gold. I was like, but more than likely this is just going to be it, right? And then it's just going to be Nourishing for 6. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's turned on here. Hopefully they weren't able to Arsenal a defense reaction. If they were, it's going to feel a little bad. I think we need something good to get us into the game, right? Brother is sticking on his aggro blaze, on his, or sorry, on his aggro Floza? What? One of our locals is horsing. Aggro, is that like aggro Florian? Is that what you mean? I have beef with draw swords. I get that it's expected to replace itself, but make the sword free. And make the sword free, but if you get a bad draw, converting the hand gets ugly. I do agree. It can be weird, right? I do actually completely agree, Donald. Ugh, man, that feels so bad. Both of these, I mean, one of them got stuffed. Like, the fact that they've not had to give up equipment at all, really, to be able to stuff this feels kind of bad. The worst part's like we only have 1 yellow over there. So, like, we have to block with Raisin Army this time around if we want to stop it. I'm trying to deny them marking us at any junction if I can here. Is blocking like this worth? Like if they flick and hit us and then do this, we're in a bad spot. Like it just depends on like what's in their hand, right? Like do they have a pump or not? Okay. So it seems like we played this the best way we could. We're going to come in with Saber for 4, and then we're going to play Hot Streak. It is Florian. Sometimes the opportunities aren't there locally. We have a once-a-week armory that we had to split between draft and CC practice. Are you not able to draft online in Sakuri? And, like, it's a genuine question. There is no shame. I'm just genuinely curious. Because, like, I did 1 paper draft before I went to my nationals, and we had week 1 Nats. I'm prepared to draft at my nationals in a week, but I'll have a dozen drafts under me, which I assume is like 8 more than a lot of people coming. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. The 5 coppers here means that we're like really setting up to just have a really good turn. Probably should have activated Kasai there. No, we already had the on-hit copper. I didn't want to do it twice. But I do think that the 5th copper really sets us up for the next blood on our hands, which I still think there's at least 1 in our deck. We pitched 1. I think we blocked with 1, right? No? Did we manage to keep all of them in our deck? So there's at least 1 we haven't seen on this first cycle of runs we went through. We also haven't hit the Riches of Tropal Dawning yet. A lot of blocking here. High Seas draft is a lot of fun, Bucket. I agree. Yeah, High Seas draft is really cool. You guys think there will be a second print run of High Seas? I hope so, Hob. I hope so. Halb? I don't know. I always feel like I'm saying your name wrong. I apologize if I am. Man, this is really good right here. There's probably 1 more of these. Like, this just go again just gives them so much value into me. Really, I mean, the crazy part is like blood on our hands is like a block 9 and get insane value kind of turn. Is there no go again here? Interesting. There's no go again there. Huh. But getting 8 together for it seemed like a hassle. It's a bit laziness on my part. Well, no, like that's why I'm asking. Like, you can draft online without having to like get people, right? Like, you can just join the queue and draft with people in the Runaways Discord is why I'm asking. But I mean, yeah, I get it. Getting 8 people together is tough. Normally before like a PT or like a big set, what I like to do Sorry, I have to stop and think about this. Are we just supposed to block 9? Is 9 enough? We have to block 10, right? Like, and if we block 10, like if I block 9 in Dynamos and then they throw like a 0 for 4, like to leave no witnesses at us, we're in a weird spot. Because they can just snap this. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I was afraid of. And now we're just leaving ourselves to getting blown out to something. God, this is... I just felt like we never had a place to get tempo this game. I don't know. We have to take this, right? Like, we have to just take this. I mean, Toxin pushes this up. Yeah, so they've literally had the Toxin both times, which is crazy. We go to 2... which means we're just dead to 2 flicks here, unless we draw Shelter. No, like, no, we're just dead this turn. God. Like, definitely going to chalk this one up to inexperience, but I have no idea where I'm supposed to win this game. I have no idea where I'm supposed to win this game. I don't feel like I ever had a shot to, like, be ahead in this game. It just felt like every turn I needed them not to have something, they just always had it. I don't know. That was weird. Like the turn where they were able to efficiently block, like the fact that they efficiently 2-card blocked both of our Nourishing felt really bad. That did feel really bad. I don't know. Maybe I leaned on it too much on those turn cycles. Like maybe I'm supposed to lean on it less there. Game felt bad. Like they had all the answers. Maybe leaned on Nourishing too much. Struggled getting yellows into the graveyard for Kasai activations. All right. Well, it was inevitable we were going to lose a game at some point, right? It was inevitable we were going to lose a game at some point. But that's okay. We won the first couple games of the night, which is like good. It's a good place to start, right? Riptide wins those? Probably, right? Assassin showing you who the real warrior class is. I think we want to go first because we want to try and counter Acilio, what Acilio wants to do. Is this a balance matchup? Take it on the chin seems good. Shelter seems good. Nourishing seems really powerful. Blanche seems like the most extra medium thing in the entire world. I didn't know the Runaways Discord existed. It won't help for Saturday, but it'll help for next time. Yeah, dude, happy to. Happy to help, man. Tunnel vision with nourishment? Yeah, like I believe that. I honestly believe that. This card feels like not like an aggro card. This card feels like something that we want in like slower matchups. I don't know why. That could just be like the incorrect assumption here. Raise an Army is definitely not an aggro card. I'm just trying to think of cards that we can clear out that like slow us down a little bit. Like I think this is fine. We can play AV2 and balance here. I think this is a Crown of Dominion matchup. All right, well let's try it then. I'm open to trying it. I mean, if that's what we're thinking, then I'm here for it. Oh. I think we definitely want to go first against this. So this is 100% Crown of Dominion. We got a re-sideboard here. Raise an Army, probably pretty good if I had to guess. Nourishing. If this hits, yep. Blanche seems okay here, right? Probably don't want shelters. Don't think we care about shelters or take it on the chin. And we're going to go first. Oh, not crown because they can steal your gold. We want to be on balance, I guess, to like draw extra cards. We're just going to play 63. I don't know. Never take Tome out. All right, so we're just going to play 64 then. I mean, we probably have a decent chance to just push a bunch of damage, right? Red draw swords on turn 0 seem pretty solid. Really don't want to arsenal this. But there's also a chance we just attack and they don't block. So I think since we've committed to playing offense this turn, we just have to commit to playing offense this turn. I mean, this is 8 go again. If it hits, which seems decently likely, no, actually? Okay, sure. I mean, I'm probably not going to arsenal the blue overpower, but we could. Wow. So, like, get fucked us. Man. All right, then. I don't think we're going to arsenal this. I think we're just going to skip on arsenaling this. This does not seem like a good arsenal. Hey, what's up, Ash? Yeah, I really enjoyed Kasai so far. She's been pretty fun tonight. So we can lead on draw swords, I think, again. Yeah, them having a full blocking hand to start the game is very interesting. We just need to make sure that we get this thing off the board. I mean, yeah, let's just play another draw swords, I guess. Like, Sharpened Senses for sure gives go again. And we get to attack them for 6 with Stroke of Foresight. Them turning cards upside down is pretty, in our graveyard, is pretty good for them, though, right? I mean, I guess they're more interested in making the gold. So we're going to Eye of Ophidia. Or I'm sorry, yeah, we're going to Eye into Stroke. I mean, both of those are fine, right? We'll just leave this on top. That's perfectly fine with me. So they're currently blocking 12. We cannot activate either one of these, but we also can't kill Scooby-Doo here. So maybe we're just supposed to attack them, because this is just coming in for 3. Yeah, I think we just have to attack them. Do Talishar patrons have a Project Blue queue? I think Open Blitz is the only thing that I've seen so far. Okay. Our opponent just blocks here. Well, this seems really good, because we just get to go Spoils of War, pitching Blade Runner, attack with the Hot Streak into the Scuba. And we're just getting to farm here. Which triggers do you want to resolve first? Let's do theirs. Okay, so it puts the Watery Grave up there. Spoils of War hits. Has hit this turn. So we get the Bracers here too. Like, we just get the whole thing here. So we get to come in for 3. If they block with an attack, which seems like decently plausible, we get to farm this in Arsenal Draw Swords. Hey, what's up, Derek? They've had a lot of blocking hands so far. I have got to test on Talishar more because before I buy a deck, I think. Basically have Acilio built, but the more I play him, the more I'm realizing I don't think I like him as much as I thought. I mean, I think Acilio is a lot of fun, but like, I hear what you're saying. And I mean, yeah, like, I think that like using Talishar to experiment with decks or figure out what you like and don't like is a very good place to start when it comes to a lot of things. They discard a Rigor Mortis and they play a Loot to hold. Rigor Mortis for 6. So I can block Trot Along and Hit and Run. And then it's unsheathed at them. And then we're pitching this to make a gold token. And then we can just kill the Rigor Mortis here. We could also just play the Draw Swords here if we wanted to, for like a lot of value. So this would be for 3, 4, 5, 6, plus whatever we draw to Arsenal here. I don't know. I think I'm going to hard pivot for Kasai, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I think I like just playing this, right? And then we can just Arsenal whatever we draw. Like, this seems perfectly fine. I mean, feels pretty good to me. I guess one of my only concerns is that, like, maybe we get fatigued in this matchup. Wonder if I was supposed to activate Kasai there. I mean, so I can literally attack them and then just pitch the Raisin Army. Like, we have all 3 of them in the deck, so I think that's fine, right? Like, we kill Rigor Mortis. We'll do theirs first. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. If I'm wrong, please correct me. And we can just pitch this. Like, we don't need to Arsenal the Raisin Army here, right? What made me want to swap? I don't think Syndra's in a very good spot, if I'm just being entirely honest. And I don't think Syndra's in a very good spot. And, like, if I'm just being entirely honest, like, I think that I need to, like, I think I'm falling into a rut with decks that I'm picking. Like, and I did this with Magic, too. And so I think I need to just mix it up here. This is not a great hand. Like, do I want to, like, gold? Pitching to Blood on our hands? And then we can, like, try to put something together here. Yeah, I don't know. This hand's interesting. I probably will not play Riptide. I seem to always be the devil's advocate with you, but you've put a lot of time into Syndra already, and you've seen that Syndra has won the most nationals so far. I mean, she's won a lot of nationals, but, like, I guess, like, one of my concerns is, like, what nationals she's winning. Like, I know that she won, like, Canadian Nats, and, like, I'm not trying to knock, like, other things as much, but, like, she did very poorly at US Nats. So currently this is coming in for 4. We could make it 6 with this. Uh-oh. Yeah, leaving these cards in hand is kind of awkward. I was kind of hoping to be able to like pitch the other blood on our hands here, but then I guess we're just setting up for an awkward second cycle. Yeah, there's not a lot going on here. It's just kind of a clunker, I think. It's unfortunate. We're just gonna arsenal the yellow hit and run here. Doesn't Cinder do pretty well into a good portion of most of the played decks right now? I think she does well into Gravy and Verdance, and honestly, like of the like top 7 decks, that kind of feels like it. Like that kind of feels like the only thing we're doing well into. Well, if they put the Whaler Humperdinck into play, they can't do anything with it, so that's good. And what allies do they have to play that's not this? The Sawbones? I think this is fine. You can watch everyone's hopes and dreams get drained, life joy taken away, just by playing the list that I sent you, bro. I feel like I'm being peer pressured into playing, feel like I'm being peer pressured into playing into playing Riptide right now, which is so funny. So if I block with Raisin Army and Blood on our hands, which are cards we have put back into the deck for later, I can go Saber at them. I can go hit and run, Saber at them. What if I was to block with Blade Runner and keep the yellow Blade Runner and the Blood on our hands? We could go hit and run Saber at them and to attack the Sawbones. No, we need to attack it for more than that, right? Yo, let's go. Gurft Monster. What a name. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here for the first time, you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. And they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourself in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. This is my first gravy of the night, yeah. And at the rate I'm playing the deck tonight, this will probably be the last game. But I'm trying to make it a good one. So we'll attack them. Wait, should I just attack this? I mean, I guess it depends on how they play this, right? So we get to attack them for 2 and like kind of force them to make a decision here. And then we get to attack the Gravy Bones. I hate that we're not getting the most value out of this. We are not going to pay for a Vigor as much as I would like to here. We're not going to. And then it's kill the Sawbones here. Wingstop or Taco Bell? I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't really feel like this is a question. Like, it's tough. Like, I don't go to them for the same thing. So I feel like we're kind of like picking apples and oranges here. If you put a gun to my head and you told me I had to pick Wingstop or Taco Bell, I would take Taco Bell. So it's a Command and Conquer, and the only ally they have is Whaler Humperdinck. So, like, if we just take 4 here, we're fine, right? Like, we have a really good hand. I think we'll just block here for value. If you're playing a Blade Runner, you should send the first sword at the ally. Well, yeah, but like it was a Sawbones, right? So they could just discard a card and prevent the damage. And then we have to swing both things at them, which I think is just strictly worse, right? I'm kind of not a fan of giving up all 7 like this, but I think it's fine, right? The Prismatic Leyline is interesting. Command and Conquer for 7 is kind of cool. Yeah, no, you're good, Dallas. Like, if it hadn't been Sawbones, I completely agree with you. And anything else, like, I think that's 110% the play. We should Kasai here as well, right? Like, we should just do the whole thing here. Yeah, you're going to activate Compass, which is fine. So we get to throw Saber at them. This is going to be for 4 go again on hit, make 2 copper. We do not have the like reaction or like we don't have the like one on the first attack, but we do have in the swing for the hot streak. And I mean, yeah, if they're just willing to give us the whole thing here, that's fine with me. So we're not going to make a resource because we need to be able to attack. We do now have a gold they can steal, which is kind of obnoxious, but it's fine, right? What hero was your loss? We lost to Mario last round. It was specifically last round that we lost to Mario. And then we're just going to come in for 5 more here. Getting shelter is fine. The 2 toxins did hurt us pretty bad. Admittedly, they were pretty rough. So we're now online for a blood on our hands. We pitched one and blocked with one, right? So there's technically one we haven't seen. Oh, we just drew it. Insane. I mean, we just get to do the whole thing here, right? Like, this is crazy. So we're going to take this 3 and just try to play like our really good hand. So blood on our hands is all modes here. Which means we do have 2 yellows, so we can block swords, hit and run, dynamos, and bracers. And then we can pitch the swords to one of the hits here. Because there shouldn't be anything following this up. I wonder if they're like trying to fatigue us. It feels like it's very hard to fatigue this deck. Like, am I wrong? It feels very, very hard to fatigue Kasai. Buff. Oh. Holy God. I just asked him. I didn't keep a yellow for the gold here. And so I want to make sure that they're okay with me like making this play. I totally like butchered this whole turn cycle. So I'm like, we're just playing back their turn. That was just, yeah, that was such a bad play. Yeah, rip turn is right. That was such a bad play. In my head, like, blood on our hands does the whole thing for some reason. It's time to shame scoop. I mean, realistically, there's probably a world where, like, that's what happens right there. So we take the 3 down to 34. And then this time around, we're going to block draw swords. And I guess we'll keep this draw swords in our deck. And then we'll block like this. And then we can crack the gold to draw a card. And then we have the ability to, like, play out our turn the way we want. Wally said I was screaming so loud. Bro, every warrior player who just watched me play out that turn cycle was just, like, having a stroke watching me do that. Yeah, that was some serious bag nunnery right there if I've ever seen it, dude. That was tough. We hit a draw swords anyway. And so now it's going to be all of our modes. And then we're going to go here. I'll probably just try to gain 2 resources for next turn to set up a little bit. It's probably just going to be the plan. So like if this hits, we're just going to do grains twice is going to be the plan. I'm definitely supposed to Kasai here. I am not going to make my opponent like I'm not gonna start over my turn. Like we've already done this. We're just gonna go ahead and we're going to take it on the chin and activate Kasai from here. If they would like to block from here, that's fine, but I definitely just made a mistake. And then yeah, we'll pay to have 2 vigors for next turn. Means we can just block more efficiently. And then this is 3 go again into the final 3 here. So we're able to just push a lot of damage here, set up gold off the Kasai, and we're able to set up 2 vigor tokens for next turn. We're going to clear our Valiant Dynamos, and we're looking pretty good. I don't even know what this card does. If it's yellow, create a gold token. Turned my... All right, so we have no yellows in our graveyard now, which is important to keep in mind. This hand's actually pretty good, right? Because we can Outland Skirmish, Unsheathed, and then we can go Saber. If it hits, create a gold token into Blanche. I actually think we're just supposed to, like, take this, right? And just, like, play out our hand. Not to throw another wrench, but why not Fang? Because I really like the way, like, Kasai's spread, and I really like the way, like, her matchup spread, and I really like the things that, like, I think she's able to accomplish. I think we're just going to take 6 here and lose this. It's probably wrong, but, like, I think our turn's really good, so just taking 6 seems fine to me. So it is unsheathed into out. I'm trying to find a way if there's like a way to kill everything with like go again somehow reliably. I mean, we could like unsheathed and kill this, but we can't play the Blanche if we do that. So I think we're just going to go after them and leave the Rigor Mortis in play here. All right, and then this is 8 go again at them into a Blanche. I have wondered, is your gym name Aggro? Because when I've seen you on streams at bigger tournaments, they use AggroBlaze96. So, silly, my name on gym is actually like my legal name, which is Zach Phillips. But I should have no, I couldn't activate Kasai. Clearly, that's why I did it that way. No, my name on stream is AggroBlaze69 or 69. Jesus. AggroBlaze96 when I'm at bigger tournaments, because Ethan and all the people who run the coverage are like really cool and are like super nice to like be able to like, and they put my like stream name up there when I'm on camera. But yeah, no, like my name is like Zach Phillips. That is like my actual name when I'm at big events, and that's like what I'm found under as Jim. In Jim pairings is what I'm found under. All right, so we get to push 8 damage, and then we get to attack them for 7. Attack with the gold-baited hook into Rigor Mortis without creating a gold. Seems interesting to me. Why would you do that without creating a gold? Because now they're going to lose the hook, and then we get to use our token to kill Rigor Mortis and then set up Blade Flurry and pass. I mean, I think this favors us, like this exchange. I know that we're technically down on cards, but there is way more cards out of their deck than there is ours, which means we just have to keep playing our game plan and we're going to be fine. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, Ethan's really chill. I want to get on stream. I want to get into streaming, but it's so hard. I mean, dude, silly, if you ever have questions and you like want to get into like streaming games and like even if it's just Talishar or even if it's like the live setup that I have, like let me know. Like I'd be more than happy to walk you through it and show you my layout and stuff like that. Like, as that goes for anybody, the more Flesh and Blood content that's out there, the better this game is going to do. So if you want to create content, just reach out to me. Like, I will talk to you. Like, obviously, we'll be competing against each other, and, like, that sucks. But I think, like, you know, it is what it is, right? So it's fine. This is 8 into play the Rigor Mortis. So block Trot Along and Blade Flurry and Balance here. I think it's fine. Like, we have a pretty decent hand here. Yo, let's go! Girth Monster? I really hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the Prime sub on Twitch. I appreciate it. It means a whole bunch. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, if you're here for the first time or you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I would love to get to know more about you guys in the chat. I mean, we're just supposed to block this right and pass. Like, we have a pretty good life lead, and we're, like, in a fine position. I think that just trading 2 cards for 4, like, well, don't get me wrong, this is not, like, a long winning proposition. I think that, like, protecting the Blade Flurry is fine. You would make sure that all your stream times overlap? Of course you would. Ads were getting in the way of learning how to play? LOL. Well, listen, ads or not, I appreciate the Prime sub. It means a lot. We have 2 yellows over here. So technically, we could draw a card. So what if we went... I think we have a pretty cool turn, right? Like, can we just use Nourishing to, like, kill something? I mean, are we just supposed to let it go now? Like, are we supposed to let it go now? Just go to 20 and let this go and play out our hand? Because we have a Blanche over here, so we could activate Kasai with our turn, play the hit and run, pitch the run through to attack with Saber, and then it would be pitch the Nourishing Emptiness to attack them. With the Emptiness, I think is fine. Hey, Sean, what's up, dude? This is called Talishar.net. So, like, I mean, here, I'm happy to... Talishar.net. I'm happy to put that in the chat. You just need a link from what's called Fabrary. Which is like where I like build all my decks and stuff. It's called Fabrary.net, and it's literally like library, but with fab in the front is all it is. Oh, balance! We're gonna go balancing! I don't want to do that. That's not very cash money of them. So we're gonna balance to draw a card, hit a blue. We have exactly enough cards to activate Kasai. So what if... We've seen, what, 2 defense reactions so far, I think? We've only seen 1 Blood in the Water. All the Command and Conquers are gone. All of the scary boats are gone, right? No, there's 1 more scary boat. Ugh. I mean, I could block... What if we blocked Nourishing Emptiness and Run Through? No, that doesn't really help us either. Block Blade Flurry and Run Through. Activate Kasai, throw Nourishing, and Arsenal this. What if we blocked Nourishing and Hit and Run? And then we activated Kasai through Nourishing and Arsenal to Blade Flurry. We could also just, like, block with both of the Nourishing Emptiness here. And then we could kill this in Arsenal Blade Flurry. I think we're supposed to block with the Nourishing and the Hit and Run here. And then we can clear out the Blanche, and we can clear out the... Yeah. Yeah, I know the Kasai doesn't trigger on hit, but I'm more concerned about, like, turning on the Nourishing Emptiness here is my biggest concern. Like, they might have a defense reaction arsenal. They had something sitting there for a while, but I still think, like, this is our best play. I mean, we could just lead on the hot streak and then, like, use the Blade Flurry to try to get something going here. There's also, like, a weird world where we always, like, crack the gold. We could just kill the Rigor Mortis, right? Like, this could be, like, not bad, right? Dabbled with my Monarch Blitz Bolton deck, but got super into it during Tales of Aria. Emailed James White to ask if I can help them create their merch for their first PT. Been doing merch for them ever since. Yo, let's go, Andy. That's awesome, dude. What a cool, like, origin story, bro. I think we're supposed to hit them. Like, hitting the Rigor Mortis and doing this is pretty cool, but I think we're supposed to hit them. And they're looking to see if they can get value off the top or from their hand. Yeah, it's been sitting in their arsenal for a decade. That sucks. Off the top or from hand? From hand, okay. Well, that feels a little bad, because, like, that was, like... We've just had a few turn cycles that haven't done a lot here. We can block Sharpen Senses and Stroke of Foresight, and we can just farm allies for value. Guess it kind of depends on what they put into play, right? God, please let them put the Scuba into play. Should have hit the ally. Oh, I didn't mean to ignore you, silly. What did I miss? I will come up with something super unique for my stream. Thinking silly Mala 97 and a green headband so we can be wannabe Power Rangers. Yo, I'm in, dude. I mean, I like the idea of being Power Ranger. I would be a Power Ranger. That sounds like fun to me. So this is 8. I mean, I think we're just supposed to block like this, and then we can just farm allies, right? Is, like, perfectly fine. Just a fab enjoyer as well. Glad to see your stream. Will be watching when I can. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out tonight, Andy. I was like, I did not know that we had the person who develops merch for Fab hanging out, dude. So that's pretty cool, man. I mean, that's got to be a pretty fun job, right? I mean, I don't know if it's like a full-time thing, but it's still pretty cool, right? It sounds like a lot of fun anyway. We'll do theirs first. So we get rid of their ally. Spoils of War puts us up to 3 copper. You're right. You're absolutely right, Josh. I should have trusted my gut when I thought that it was going to be, when I thought they had the defense reaction. I mean, they'd been sitting on it for a long time. I should have listened to myself. I agree. So we get to kill both of their allies here, go up to 5 copper, which means our next blood on their hands is insane. Hey, what's up, Paul? I'm on the best hero in the game. I don't know about that. She's pretty cool, though. I have to admit, I really like playing Eye of Ophidia, and I like playing Riches of Tropeldani in the same deck. I don't have many decks that I get to, like, play multiple Fables in, so it's been pretty cool to play multiple of them. So, I mean, obviously, like, our entire turn is dependent upon, like, what they're doing. Like, we have to be a little careful here, right? It's not Riptide, but it's close, I guess. That was a warrior, is knowing when there's a reaction or not. I mean, sometimes you just kind of have to hope. I kind of get the sense, like, you have to hope that it's not there. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, Josh. The fact that they've put a Chum into play and still have 3 cards kind of scares me. Tip to Barkeep is a Gold Kiss Rum, I think. Okay. So they're putting 2 Chums into play. And they're going to attack with both of them. A very good setup turn. What does our turn look like? Are we just farming both of the allies here? Do we even have a way to farm both the allies? Outland Skirmish puts us up to 4. Blade Flurry puts us up to 5. So I do it for a living for other companies as well. Oh, okay, cool. So, like, doing it for Fab is more like your, like, job, but, like, passion project at the same time. Getting I don't know if we're going to be able to get both of these off the board or if we're just going to have to settle for one. Like, I'm kind of thinking that we can block with Blanche and Dynamos here. If we block with Blanche and Dynamos, we take 1 down to 18. And then our turn is Outland Skirmish, attack with the Centauri Saber, Blade Runner, and the Blade Flurry. Or no, we have to save the Skirmish, right? Yeah, we have to save the Skirmish. It's unfortunate, but we have to, I think. And we get to pressure them a little bit. They're both chums. They're both chums is the downfall here. But the Mage Master Boots, like, was probably one of, like, that was, like, their bigger turn, I would say. So I think us going down to 14 here is fine here. Yo, Kasai Hero merch win, right? Yeah, I'm with you there. That does sound pretty fun. Okay, so it is attack them with the saber. Actually, are we just gonna like crack a gold here to draw a card? We can't activate Kasai because we don't have enough yellows. So if we crack a gold, we end up with a different arsenal, right? And we make another copper. We also don't need to crack the gold, so it feels unnecessary. If I throw this at them, it is Blade Flurry to make it 4, give it go again, push some damage at them. And then we play the Outland Skirmish, hit one of their chums. I think that's fine. And like the best case scenario for us is that they activate chum to force us to attack the second one. Blade Flurry does not kill both, unfortunately. I wish it did, but it does not kill both. Is there any world I'm supposed to save this? Like, we could save this for another turn. They're out of Arsenal Disruption. I think there's one boat left, but like if they just take 2 and then we save the Blade Flurry, we could set up for a better turn and we still get to farm a chum, right? Because this next one's going to be for 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's a better play. Yeah, I think this is a better play. I'm not going to pay for the Vigor. We are going to break the combat chain, play Outland Skirmish, and then we're going to hit them for, we're going to kill this. No Sawbones, so there's no way to do anything crazy. We go up to our 6 copper, which means our next blood on our hands is going to be insane. The next blood on their hands is going to be really, really powerful, especially if we can keep this Blade Flurry here. Raisin Army looks kind of mid. They get rid of a Sawbones. Well, the good news is that we can kill this with ease. Can we Kasai? We can not Kasai. Right? We only have 1 yellow card right now. Yeah, so we have 1 yellow card, which means if I block with Raisin Army, we could potentially go draw a card into attack them with the Sawbones if we find a way to give it go again, and then we could activate Kasai, throw the Nourishing Emptiness at the chum. So I think we're supposed to block like this. I mean, if we find it in time, we could win. I agree, Josh. Like, it may end the game if we can keep like walking the life totals down before they're able to get like a Humperdinck into play. I think there's a real shot we could win the game from there. We may just be killing the Weller Humperdinck here. It may not matter. Okay, they've decided they don't want to play the Give No Quarter. They're just going to put this into play and attack for 4. Hits a hero. So what if we block Nourishing Emptiness? Our turn is draw a card. And if we find a go again card, we're able to kill this. But if we don't, we're up a creek here, right? Like, we're just going to have to keep drawing cards and hope we find something good? Or am I supposed to greed and go to 9 and then try to make the whole turn. Like, the problem is that we don't have a turn that kills everything and allows us to hit this. Because if we draw a Go Again card, it would be... Yeah, this turn could be pretty bad here. I think blocking is correct, though. Some fortunate luck, please. I mean, are we just drawing another card here? I think we have to. Okay, well, that's pretty fortunate. So, Sharpen Senses. That makes this 3, 4, 5, and we can attack them. And then we can come in for 3, 4, 5, 6. So, no, we can attack them and kill the Whaler Humperdinck here because of Sharpened Senses. What a rip off the top of the deck. It was a very lucky draw. Because 5 from the Blade Flurry is exactly where we need to be. Five from the Blade Flurry is exactly where we need to be. All right, hopefully not off the top of their deck. They get rid of a Sawbones, which makes sense. And then it's going to be kill the Whaler Humperdinck here. Was off the top of the deck, which is insane. And then we'll do theirs first. I kind of hate that we have to throw that at them. I do not want to pay 1. I would rather just Arsenal the +3 for like trying to kill them here. Sharpened Senses was a very, very lucky draw right there. Okay, Eye of Ophidia looks pretty good. They have 2 Sawbones in play. Or in their banish zone, or in their graveyard, I mean. We're going to have to play this game very strategically, I think, to try and get out of here with a W. They have a very good fatigue package in the sloops here. We need to find a turn to get tempo is what we need. I mean, they haven't really pitched any allies. There's a decent chance they don't have any left in their deck, right? What if we block Hit and Run and Valiant Dynamos? We attack their Sawbones with the Hot Streak to see how they play it. Now, we want to keep the... We could just block 6, right? Feels like a waste to not block with the Dynamos. Maybe we're supposed to block Overpower and Dynamos and take 2. And like the extra blue can just be a good arsenal here. I'm gonna kind of bank a little bit here that maybe they don't have any allies left in their deck to actually be able to like utilize the Sawbones with, right? Because I'm pretty sure the Sawbones is... Oh no, it's just an effect. Never mind. So killing the Sawbones is like not super easy here, it appears. They just get to put this in play. So we're just going to attack them and... God, the Sawbones is super awkward for like what we're trying to accomplish here. Are we supposed to like copper here? I don't think so, right? I mean, we could like try to like get to the last blood on our hands and try to like end the game with it or something, but even then I don't really feel like it's a winning proposition. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we could just kill this and keep the hit and run, I guess. We'll pitch the Eye of Ophidia. I think we're just gonna bottom both. I think we're just looking for the blood on our hands at this point. And I'm pretty sure there's one left. I'm not gonna like bet the farm on that, but I'm pretty sure there's one left. And then it's Blade Runner with Go Again. Yeah, let's make a vigor token. Like, we might as well, right? And so our next attack is coming in for 4. We could make it 5, which doesn't kill the chum. Are we supposed to leave? We're probably just supposed to kill this, right? Like, the chum is fine, but I think the sawbones is a problem. And now from here, we can actually play... We can use the grains to make a second vigor token. And we might be able to put together like a free turn here or something crazy. All right, there it is. Do we even have anything to pitch the Tropaldani to? The bracers, I guess? I mean, I think we have to keep one of our blues, right? Like, I think we have to keep one of the blues this turn so that we can copper. I just think that's where we're at right now. And if they get our arsenal, they get our arsenal. It's not the end of the world. I mean, all right, never mind. We're, like, totally not getting out of this turn. Double sloop is actually insane. We actually don't have to keep the blues. If their only other thing they attack us with is chum, it appears that's not going to be the case, though. Okay, so we get to block with grains and go to 2. And then we can use both the vigors and the Tropaldani to crack a copper. Play this if you've attacked 2 or more times with a weapon this turn. So our vigor tokens pop. We're going to crack a copper with Riches of Tropaldani, which is going to draw us a card. Draw swords is probably a pretty solid arsenal here. So it's going to be blood on our hands. We're going to do all 5. We're going to go buff, buff, go again. What's in our arsenal? It's the in the swing. So we don't have a way to give go again, which means we need to go again on 2 things and attack twice on 1 thing. So that we can attack twice on the saber, and then we can go again over here. Or am I supposed to go again? Am I supposed to do it like this so that I can buff both my weapons? I mean, there's no way that we force it, right? Hey, what's up, Felipe? We are playing Kasai. So if we buff, go again on the saber, and then attack twice, we have the potential to get multiple hits here. I think this has to be the play. I think this has to be our play. So it's buff, go again, attack twice, and then submit. Yeah, that's fine. So it's going to be +1, +1. Do we do go again over here? So we can go again at this? No, we have to go again, and then it's second attack. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the chum. We're going to actually clear it off this time. All right, so now from here, we can activate Forge Bracers. Seems like the decent play here. We can activate Bracers. And then we get to attack for 4. Hopefully they think we already have a go again thing and they're just thinking, oh, well, I'll block anyway. Probably should have activated Kasai this turn. All right, we put them down to 8. Man, this has been a super interesting game. Oh, hitting Eye off the top is so good. This is draw Sai, yeah. This is draw Sai. We're on 6 draw swords. I'm skeptical if we should be on more. I don't like this. So we have to block Glint and draw swords. Oh, you're on 2 blues? We're definitely on more than 2 blues. If you skip the buff on Hot Streak and do go again, you get more value, I think. Because we would have had an extra attack. Yeah, that makes sense. How about Nats tomorrow? I'm really bad at draft. Do you have any tips? I mean, I think draft is all about the value game plans. Any of the overpower cards I would take. Battalion Bark and the overpower cards are auto pick one, pack one, pick ones for me. We have to block with 2 cards, right? Are we just leaving all these things in play at this point? Like, what if I block Glint and Run Through, and then I just play Draw Swords, and I just try to attack them? We could draw like a 0-cost go again, right? I don't know if that's correct or not. Like, I don't know what the winning line is from here. Kind of feels like I might be out of options. Oh, you meant you're on 2 blue draw swords? Gotcha. So you're on 8 total, is that what you're saying, Felipe? I mean, I guess that's fair. No matter what we do, we can't ignore this. I mean, they may not have any cards with Watery Grave at this point, right? Like, are there even any cards with Watery Grave left in their deck? Provoke is not what we wanted to see. Let's see if we can find a go again card here. I know that I pitched a hit and run earlier. Well, that's hilariously bad at this point in the game. We'll attack them. We'll just attack them and see if we can get them to block with something they shouldn't here. I mean, the odds that my opponent makes a mistake this late in the game after like such a long game is very unlikely, but... I think I've played this Endgame very poorly. Like, this card just blocks 3, and that's all we're gonna like try to do with it, is just let it block 3. We are really down on cards right now. I guess this is gonna be the last point of damage we're gonna take. That Swiftwater Sloop on top is scary, especially now that they have a gold. Guess we'll just kind of go after them here. I don't think we have a choice. Guess we'll just leave it like that. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what's right now. No idea what's correct at this point in the game. Well, that's awkward. I could activate Kasai here and then give them an extra card to block with if I wanted to. But we're only coming in for 4, which means... Yeah, I don't know. They have a lot of non-attacks in their deck that they can block with. They're just going to take 4. And then they have 5 cards, and they have Go Again off the Sloop. I'm super dead here because the Sloop is going to be for 6. I needed to put the Riches of Tropodani on the bottom, and I needed to draw... Well, yeah, we're like super, super dead here. Yeah, it didn't matter what I put on the bottom. We were just dead. The ALS Chum was pretty good this game, and I think that, like, I honestly, I think we lost to my lack of knowledge this game. Like, considering this was the first Gravy Bones game I've ever played, I think that's really what we lost to. I think I just played this poorly. And then we're just going to take 6 and die here. Well played, opponent. Also, like, my opponent being, like, super chill and, like, letting me, like, play back through things and stuff like that. Like, that was, yeah. We played 55 minutes and I was 38 of it, which has been, like, almost every game tonight. So all of our opponents were really cool tonight. Like, huge shout out to all of our opponents for being chill and, like, letting me take things back and, like, walk through some of the turns and stuff like that. So I'm really appreciative of that. We did lose to Gravy. Game started okay. Need to look at late game plays. Played the end game very badly. Figure out a good strategy for dealing with Chum and Sawbones. I think those are 2 things that, like, I can reliably look towards as, like, things to fix and work on. That if I can figure out how to make those matchups work, we might be in a better spot. So, I don't know, just some things to work on. Yeah. I did not mean to say that. Oh, no, your worries. No good, no worries. But yeah, no, that was, like, Kasai's a lot of fun, and Kasai's very interesting to me. It's kind of like a puzzle that I'm trying to figure out because I've never played Warrior before. So I feel like my camera's off-center for some reason, and I can't tell why. Like, did my camera, like, move places or something? I don't know. I can't really tell if it's off or if I'm having a stroke. I don't know. I'll look at it. I'll look at it later. But anyway, yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I got a lot of practice to do with Kasai. Thankfully, I've got a lot of really nice friends who are going to help me test and, like, really try to get ready with the deck. So I'm very appreciative to everybody for that. And so, yeah, we're going to keep working on the deck. It's probably what we'll be streaming over the next, like, 3 weeks until Singapore. I probably won't let people vote on what we're going to play just because I need the reps. But I'll probably, like, have some different videos and let people post on, like, you know, like, what videos I'm going to post and stuff like that. So anyway, remember, no gameplay tomorrow. I do got a short coming out tomorrow at lunchtime, so make sure you check that out. Probably no streams this weekend just because of all the nationals events. I'll be grinding games on Talishar and just kind of hanging out in the Discord. So you want to come hang out, come chill, and we'll have a good time. But if nothing else, I will see you guys on Monday. So have a good weekend. Good luck at Nats, everybody, and I will see you guys on Monday. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water.